Yes, sir.
What's that? It's that time. What's
I
that?
love that intro screen that we all do a thing, and it's just like, bleh. Hi, Johnny. What's up, dude?
I'm a little behind.
Oh, okay. That's fine. What's up, chat? Chat's popping over here on YouTube.
YouTube is where it's at right now.
The tube of you. You can tube anything you want to here.
By the way, there's new emojis for all you members on YouTube.
Love that.
I don't even remember what I put on there.
Let's check her out then.
We got a Lilith one. We got Balaam, Yaden.
Those have been there. Oh,
we got
the champions.
Oh, yeah, Drake, Remy, JC, and Mr. Zamore.
I don't have the tag team champions because I didn't have enough.
That's
room.
perfect. Don't worry about it. We're fine. It's good. It's perfect the way.
Just use the poo emoji, guys. Just use the poo emoji.
That's right.
There they are, Queen. There you go. The more members we get, the more slots we open up. It's just like on Twitch. So if we can get more members during these live streams, we'll be able to unlock more spaces, and we will add the tag champs in there.
And it would be wicked pissa if we didn't. Can that be a thing?
I don't know. We got a super chat. It looks like we need some magic words from Marky.
Start off strong with the magic words, Marky. That's what D-Hood says.
That's why I said wicked pissa. I thought that was the words.
Maybe it's the asshole word of the day?
No.
No.
What was the magic words? Oh, that was from a show a couple weeks ago. Oh God, what was it?
Psycho Joe, if you want JK Pop on there, why don't you gift 5 memberships?
Who's we? It's you. I know it's
yeah.
you.
Don't include me in that.
Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with that, dude.
I think that the JK and the poo emoji is perfect.
Right.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dudes and Belts. And welcome to the Rocky Mountain Rewind over here on Twitch and YouTube. How we all doing? Let's see who's in chat besides D Hort gifting that $2. We have Psycho Joe. We have Queen Vampirus, Sarah Edgel. Is that it?
Happy birthday to Sarah Edgel today, by the way.
Amazing Tribe.
I saw that in chat.
How we all doing? We got Mask over there on Twitch.
What's up, Mask?
D-Hort with 5.
Oh.
Yes. Coffee and horses have
yes,
these in common.
Yes. Or it could also be, this describes Johnny Casanova into one hyphenated word. And I would buzz in, and they would say, yes, Mark, what is your answer? And I would say, what is a coffee cock? You have won the Daily Double for $800. Congratulations, Masshole. You are advancing to Final Jeopardy, where you can do something and win money.
So
I don't know. Hey, Yaden, how we doing, buddy?
So this is how we're going to start everything off.
Yaden.
Okay.
And let's get to the no Thanksgiving.
I love Dior. Dior, you're one of my favorite humans. Thank you, sir.
All right.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the panel for tonight. On the top left, we have the one that lives way up there on the east coast of Maine, the inventor of the Beacon of the Week, the one and only Coastal Crusader.
What's going on, everybody? It is Sunday, and we're going to watch a pay-per-view.
On the top right, we have our resident masshole himself, the one and only Marky Pins.
That's right, baby. We rewind into a time where right around now it is getting close to St. Patrick's Day and you're going to be getting your green on. But tonight we are getting our turkey time on. It is no Thanksgiving. We are kicking it old school. Some big matches, some good wrestling. I want to watch some stuff. Let's get her going right here.
And on the bottom, we have the one and only Sunday Night Savior, the other Jeff here.
You say no Thanksgiving. That makes a guy like me very unhappy. I like Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I think we need to hyphenate that so they don't confuse. Like, if I showed up and there was no turkey, I'd be punching some people too. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I see on Foods and Belts. Us here on
Foods
Foods and
and
Belts,
Belts.
we like
Right.
Thanksgiving. Now the pay per view that is no Thanksgiving, I can't wait to see. But I want on my calendar there to be a Thanksgiving.
Tune into Sunday and I's this Thanksgiving stream where it's going to be called Fat Guys and Fried Turkey.
I want to be a fat guy. Can I be a fat guy?
Yeah,
That's
It-
okay.
honorary.
Do you like fried turkey? There you
I
go.
do. I'm an honorary fat guy. Sounds good. All right.
All right, ladies
Sounds
and
good.
gentlemen. Everything's going to be a little bit different tonight. Not really different. I'm actually going to be very much less involved tonight. I have been feeling like absolute doggy doo-doo for the past couple days.
Duty.
And I'm going to be trying I'm going to try and talk as very little as possible tonight. So what's going to happen is that the dudes are basically going to take over the stream for a good portion of the time. Yeah, that's right, you.
Straighten our shirt.
Yeah, I knew I wore my collared shirt
We
tonight
gotta
for a reason.
We gotta make sure.
I have a shirt that says "dude" on it.
Right, there we go.
Perfect.
So
That I got in Colorado. I got this in Colorado.
Dude, I'm
Oh, yeah.
right here.
so
When I went to Manitou Springs, which was suggested by Mr. Yaden.
I'm not necessarily going to be going anywhere. I'm definitely going to have my cam off. I'm going to be running the stream as normal. I will hop in at times. I'm just going to be doing very little of it. All right. So the dudes are going to take the majority of the commentary for No Thanksgiving tonight. And other than that, if we have time after No Thanksgiving, we'll give it 2 hour chats for the Q&A portion for a good 15 or 20 minutes, and then we're going to wrap it up. Remember, only members on YouTube and subscribers on Twitch can be a part of the Q&A sessions. Everybody can watch, but only the members and subs will be able to ask the questions and answers, and we'll be responding to those.
Can I respond to one right now, please, before we start?
Yes, you can.
Can I respond to that?
Hold up.
Psy-
Psycho Joe. All right.
We are literally about to become the greatest team in the history of hockey.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Joe, listen, I am going to jump through this camera and I am going to go all the way through the interwebs like a virus on a server, and I'm going to find your house. And I swear to God, I'm going to paint everything black and gold. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, it's like when Ace Ventura walked into that taxidermy room and he saw all the heads. I just want to see you do that just once. You have no idea. As a Canadian, how can you even blaspheme the game like that? What is wrong with you?
And
Oh,
in case you haven't
I
seen,
almost went full masshole right there, guys. Like that wasn't even a...
Just before we start, this is strictly for Psycho Joe. In case you've missed this past week, the Bruins are the fastest team in NHL history to hit 100 points in 61 games.
And if they go, I believe they go 14-8 in their remaining games, they still are the greatest team in NHL history.
They are 49-8-5. 49-8-5.
And have made trades to get better.
I
And
don't
they
even
did.
know if Canadians fans can add those numbers together, let alone compare themselves to this Bruins team.
If you added up all the wins of all the teams from Canada, it probably doesn't reach.
I think it's like 41. The Bruins still have a 4-game lead in whatever conference that would be. Joe, no.
Joe, no.
No.
Lucky. Yeah, they're lucky that they
Sit
win
down.
all these
Lucky.
games. They have the guy that's going to easily walk away with the Vezina. Easily.
That's it. I'm leaving, right? I'm driving to that.
And probably coming.
No.
And
Stay
Elmark's
put,
probably
sir.
coming in second in the MVP voting.
All right.
Behind Connor McDavid's got that wrapped up, but
I was about to get from here to there by the end of the show.
Yeah, good luck with that.
All right. No, never mind.
All
No,
right.
we're good.
We also added McDiamond in game smashing.
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right.
If they're lucky, they're the luckiest team in the history of sports.
right.
I mean, you know, you make a very valid point. It's hard to argue with that logic. 100%. Joe, sit down.
Joe, sit down.
Sit down.
Perfect.
Sit down.
All right.
Have a soda or something. Just relax.
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys
Have a
ready
pop.
for No Thanksgiving 2016 with the Mercury Wrestling Academy up for grabs here in this event?
Yes.
Yes, very much.
Yes.
Mercury versus Hoodlum.
Which we saw at Milestone a couple years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did.
That
Yeah,
was,
we did.
that was a flashback too. It's a great match at Milestone 11.
I believe that opened the show too.
did.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
It did. Yeah. Yeah. The crowd went nuts. They were going bananas.
All right,
That was
Chad.
a beer stop.
Yeah.
Bear with me here while I get these guys all set up.
Yes, Joe, it would be a tables match. Me versus you for the tomfoolery that you spew on this channel. Yes, it would be.
All right.
Balaam.
What's up, Balaam?
Viva l'animal. ¿Cómo está, amigo?
All right, we do have the dudes up tonight, as I will be signing off. Not signing off, but my cam will be off. All right.
Hey, there's one of my favorite zebras.
There we go.
How you doing, Eli? Yeah, you did ref that match. That's right.
We do this. Oh,
Johnny, can you put it
motherfucker.
in Discord?
Oh yeah. Give me a sec. I'm all screwed up here.
I don't want to watch it, unfortunately, with like 30-second delay.
All right, hold up. Let me do this.
Intermission. Yes, it is.
Intermission.
Intermission.
John, Marky, you're a Mel Brooks guy like I am. Are you excited for
I am.
History of the World Part 2?
I am ecstatic for History of the World Part 2. I've been
I can't
waiting.
wait.
We've all been waiting for what? 40 years
Yeah.
since History of the World
It's
Part
good to be the king.
1. It's very good to be the king. I say that all the time. I love it. I love it. The Inquisition. Yes, it is. The Inquisition. Do yourselves a favor. If you have not seen Mel Brooks movies, you need to go watch it. At the very bare minimum, you need to go watch yourself History of the World Part 1. At the bare minimum. All right.
Yeah.
There we go. You can see it in the Discord. We're good here.
I wonder if this is going to be better. Hold up. No, it's not. It's not going to let me do it. Son of a bitch. Do that.
Echo.
And we
What's
go
up?
Echo, what's up?
Echo
Here we go. All of La Isla in the chat.
La Isla.
La Isla.
Hopefully that's not going to bug people.
Making JK pop shit first and wipe hard.
For 6 years,
Here we
we
go.
were told it could not
We're
be.
live.
For 6 years, people doubted us. For 6 years, people refused to join. This could not be done without the students of the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, the work now begins.
This just turned into a very
No, my
interesting
rest-
situation.
Rest of the days are over.
Can you guys still see it?
Yeah.
I can,
good.
yeah.
long as you
Okay.
admit you got no grapefruits.
Yes,
Right.
there it is.
Oh,
That's
my God.
exactly what we've been waiting for.
That's the owner of this company.
A lesser man would not get up from that.
There he
Jason
goes.
Jackson
Off the
through
top.
the table.
Oh, my
gosh, I
God.
can't believe it.
That is the owner of this company fighting for everything and doing whatever it takes to win this match.
The audience here in the quarry is behind him. 100%
Oh,
shot to the head.
Am I the only one here that has had enough? Titus Machiavelli. I'm tired of his BS. I'm tired of his manipulation. I'm tired of his excuses. I'm tired of having him around.
I have been walking around every single day as your second.
First thing the people are gonna see. Of course, it's gotta be you, right? Gotta be you, right?
If somehow you beat me, he will resign as CEO.
What?
business and money is money. But I'll tell you what, bro, you do what you gotta do, I'll do what I gotta do, and it starts with me stripping you of the title. How about that? Can you freaking believe this guy 3 days before telling me he's got another booking somewhere else? Sam Udell, the great Sam Udell.
It's funny, I just got off the phone myself. You ready? No, I just quit. Yeah. No. Wasn't really into it, wasn't feeling it. And I understand that. Na's been that way for, well, as long as I've known her. The issue I have is that
Quit.
Just
so Sam double booked, quit. What are we, Titus, 3 days before the show?
Here's the issue.
I'll tell you what, I didn't like this Nas attitude to begin with, because let me tell you, the first time she walks in the store, she's questioning me. She's questioning the way I do business, the way I produce the show. I didn't know her from that. I've worked with the Austins and the Rocks of the world, and I'm answering to a Nah. How did that happen?
It's real easy. Matt Yaden. He wanted Sam Udell here. You remember, she came up to me and said, Matt begged me to be here. Matt wanted me here. Matt said you'd find something for me. She came to me while I was talking to Alex.
You know what?
It's all about Yaden.
Have you seen Matt? Have you seen Matt? Let Matt fill these freaking holes with his freaking head.
Man, Titus is a manipulator.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
Be
latest
good at
episode of Rocky Mountain Pro Charge. My name is John Madden alongside Big Rob, and the big news coming out at the top of the show, champion Sam Udell has been stripped of his title.
And what about Nati quitting just like that? Are you serious? She just came back.
We are hours away from the live show, and an empty arena match has been booked between Sugar-Free Mario Vander and Rolls-Royce Isaacs, and we don't know the reasoning behind the match, but before we find out, let's take a look at their past history.
You should pop open that hood because you're overheating on fructose.
Oh my. Sugar is the devil. It's me. Every time you eat a little piece of cookie, it goes inside of your body and it will spread, just like the devil.
I could listen to Mario Vander just say the word fructose for the rest of my life.
Happy Halloween, Mario.
You're rewriting Mario for strudel.
Yeah.
She called him a mother of a strudel?
He did.
And you tried to destroy me again?
What's up, Colton Peters?
Luckily, I called my
Hey, Colton, how you doing, bud?
What's up?
And I told him,
What's up?
I'm going to destroy Royce Isaacs. Badger, Mario, you want Royce Isaacs? You're gonna attack him in a barn? You're gonna attack him with a fish? Are you kidding me? Is that how they do it in Austria? Is that how they do it in your country where you're from? Well, let me tell you how Rolls-Royce Isaacs does it. Rolls-Royce Isaacs wants the match booked, and I'm gonna do you like that.
Did he have doo-doo on his face?
A lot of it.
Not do you. I'm gonna do that to you.
Yeah, that's doo-doo.
I'm gonna beat you.
People say we have a problem with phrasing. Royce Isaacs has a wicked issue.
Once again, champion Sam Udell has been stripped of his title.
Yeah, I think he learned how to
Look at that
speak
shirt.
from Triple I.
Rocky Mountain Pro title.
We don't really know what's going on with the championship.
He's got the cornet shirt on.
I was going to say, has he got a corny shirt on?
He does.
We don't have a lot of answers just yet, but we're hoping to get some because this match isn't an empty arena.
Not the best thing to wear on Vince Russo, but
A few hours away. Comes Sugar-Free Mario Vander.
Question for all the RMP veterans in the chat. Has RMP's referees always worn a purple shirt?
Get some answers.
A little news I think that both of you might be interested in hearing. Sam Udell, the former Rocky Mountain Pro champion. I use the word former because Sam told me he has another booking for tonight and will not be making our show. So I have stripped Sam Udell of the Rocky Mountain Pro Championship. Therefore, gentlemen, the winner of this match will meet Humphrey Jacobs I next week to determine a new Rocky Mountain Pro champion. Ring the bell. Let's start this shindig.
There we go, John. There's the answer right there.
Wow.
Just went from
Thank you, boys. Oh, yeah, so they have always worn purple. It's cool.
To be able to have this match, to have this kind of implications to start the show, I mean, you can't say much more about that. That's huge for this company.
Well, here comes the boss right now, Vince Russo.
Yeah, you know, Rob, John, move over. Let me slide right in here. This is the way we do things. If
Is he wrestling in a fanny pack, too? He is.
Yes. Match, he stripped of the title, bro. That's the
What's in the fanny pack?
Here. So here we have
Candy bars.
Here we have
Just
Rolls-Royce.
pixie sticks.
They're going to have an
He's gonna take him out and he's sprinkling pixie sticks on Mario, and he'll
Pro champion. If
the fructose will get him.
Walk out of this empty arena in one piece.
You know what, and that's a good point because these guys have that history as we watched before this match
Oh,
started. And they could
did you hear that chop?
knock each other down.
Oh.
Nobody gets up in this thing.
And what a dangerous environment to fight in right now. I mean, concrete steps up in these stands. Somebody could easily take a tumble brawling in this type of environment.
You know, John, I don't think people really
I think
grasp
Vanger found the
when you
corny
say
shirt.
Concrete
Yep.
steps. So let me kind of walk you through that, John. Have you ever gotten your head slammed into concrete steps?
I have not, Vince.
See, and
I
this,
don't want to
John,
either.
that's a concrete wall.
Oh.
Have
Did you
ever
hear the
gone
concrete
face first
wall?
into a concrete wall?
Oh.
Yeah, that's sober that I can remember. And I've also never taken a
Oh,
trash
that's a
can to
big
the
old
gut.
metal barrel
These
there.
two might kill each other.
That's like the barrels to the
That's the
Wimmer.
point of this. How bad do they want it? John, how bad do they want it? That's the
Oh, it's like
question.
Donkey Kong now,
looks
rolling
like
down the
Rose wants
stairs.
it pretty
Yeah.
bad with that shot.
At least that's
with that
out of the
trash
way.
can and then that big boot to the chest.
You know, but Mario Vanger's not going to take it lying down. He's been waiting for this match. Rolls-Royce has been terrorizing him lately.
Bro, there's a balcony right there. Throw the man over the balcony. Throw the man.
Listen to Russo.
Hold nothing back. This is the Rocky Mountain Pro Championship. They're going to have an opportunity.
You throw him over
for
the balcony,
next
that's
week.
Rocky
Toss him over
Manslaughter
the
Pro
top, bro.
again.
We got insurance.
We're going for blood here.
We got
Just
insurance, he said.
Just in case you're not paying attention, yes, this match just got even bigger. It's an empty arena match. The winner, John, and Vince, obviously, you know you made the match, gets a Rocky Mountain Pro Championship match next week against Humphrey Jacobs the first. Why is Humphrey
This
Jacobs
place
not
looks
a
like it would get
Well, what I'm
loud.
wondering, to be honest with you,
Yes.
Rob, is I've
Small,
never seen
enclosed,
fights
with the
like this
risers
in my
like that. This
career.
place
And
looks
if
like it would get
Rolls-Royce
raucous.
Isaac puts that
the quarry.
moon in my face
Yeah, I know,
one more
I know.
time. I may disqualify him from this match.
I get that it's
even
empty
though
arena,
the
but
guy
there
can
is a
get
ring in there
disqualified.
that they could do some stuff.
Yeah, you know, you guys could.
They'll get there. They'll get there. Let them get there.
No, no, definitely not.
John, let's
Oh, well,
I don't know if I
is that how
should
soon?
want to
Or they
go
won't?
there. There's a lot to
Did he knock the
decide.
fanny pack off him yet?
Let's get back to this match.
Well, it is a
He's
nice
spun it
little
around him.
button up here wearing.
You see what Lucas says? Lucas says that
Mario
he
Vanger
actually
with a big
used to
shot and then a chop by Royce Isaac.
sell fanny packs as like a merch item. That's
They're
awesome.
exchanging chops right now. There's another one.
You know, you asked for somebody to go over the edge, and I think we're getting to that point.
Well,
where
talk
someone-
about going over the edge.
Oh,
You can
chop
tell
it out,
by the
boys.
shot here.
Oh.
We're on the second tier. Of
Oh,
this
that'll
thing.
help, Mario.
I
Take
want
your
you
shirt
to
off, bud.
throw it off to the first.
Well, that increases his power level by 10%.
Looking for blood.
Are we going to see that? Who knows at this point? I mean, there's so many weapons.
But also decreases his defense by
Right now. There's
10%.
another big shot.
That's true. Also, it's the give and take. Right, right.
It's the RPG thing, you know.
Yeah, risk reward factor.
Bro.
Maybe he's sugar-free and stepping-free.
Let's go downstairs.
There
What?
it goes. Oh, didn't quite go down the steps like
All
Vince
right, I
wanted.
got the idea,
Is that,
though.
did Royce say that? Because that
Clearly he's
sounds
hearing
right
you right now.
from him.
Well, I don't know.
God,
When
you-
there's concrete and a head, I get excited.
I'm
I don't know
admiring
about
the
you.
flow on Mario Vanger's head here. When we met him, he didn't have that.
Is there a way to get rid of the toolbar on the bottom?
It looks like, yeah, where we sell the merchandise.
You
Mario Vander laid out on the
hover
table right
over
now.
the edge of it
That's the table where they sell the
until
hot
your
dogs.
your cursor turns into a little double arrow and then pull it down.
It's not letting me do that.
Okay, Rob. rather than worry about your diet. We got
I think if you right-click on it, you can hit hide toolbar.
Everything is on the line,
Yeah,
brother.
try that.
This is it. They're both letting it all hang out.
Oh,
Right to the door.
Slam into the
Bro,
door.
No,
if we
just
were
on the gray part, not on an
WWE,
icon.
We'd be going to a commercial right
That's what I
now,
did.
but we don't do that here at Rocky Mountain Pro. We don't go to commercial while the two guys
Damn
are
Windows
killing
11.
each other. So
Yeah, I
we
don't
will
think I
sit
can.
here and continue to enjoy seeing them kill each other.
And that's what makes us different. And a big double axe handle there by Sugar-Free Mario Vanger.
I think it's because I have Discord up.
Now they're using the doors as a
Let's
weapon.
see if that does anything.
And
We'll
those
hide
doors are
these. Yep,
very
it
heavy.
is because
Whoever
Discord.
pushed those.
You know, Rob, I got to tell you, maybe.
Okay, you can hide our ugly
twice,
ugly
I've
lugs.
been in a fight
Yeah,
like
that's
this
okay.
in my
Yeah.
career. I
That's
can
fine.
remember
They know our voices.
There was one time
Exactly.
with
It's not a
Ric
big
Flair,
deal.
there was
We're
one
good.
time with Jeff Jarrett. Rob, John, I don't know if you've ever been in anything like this. This gets exhausting, especially when there's no ref involved, there's no separation, you're constantly staying on top of your opponent. That alone is exhausting.
Well, the battle has spilled out to the ringside now, and both men look spent, Rob.
No, definitely. I'm tired just watching it, as a matter of fact.
Wow.
Explain to us, Vince, with no referee, how do you win an empty arena
Gotta
match?
kill the guy,
Look
bro.
how
You
red
gotta
his
get
chest
on the
is.
ground,
It really
up,
is, man. He's
bloody.
getting
That'd
lit
be
up
nice
over
for
there.
the show, and basically not breathing. That's what people want, bro. I talk about ratings. This is a ratings
They're in the ring.
getter, bro. This is what.
All right,
it's
ring the
all
bell.
Listen, if you're looking for someone to go CPR, that is
It should have just been a
not me.
reverse
How
battle
do you get
royal.
inside the ring?
First one in the ring wins.
Yeah,
You should have
right.
the reverse Colorado Cup. You have to be thrown into the ring over the top rope.
Actually, that's a cool concept for a match. Empty arena, 10 people.
So you'd like these guys to go back
First
to killing
two
each
that
other?
are in the ring are the #1 contenders for whatever title that it is.
And an immediate match starts.
And
Oh,
then
here we
they
go.
have an immediate
Look,
match.
look, look at this. Look.
Looks like brown sugar.
That is brown sugar.
No, he's not.
Oh my
Oh
God!
no! Oh no!
No! His molecules have been forever altered.
I gotta tell you what.
Oh, now his face has too.
He's gonna start foaming. He's gonna go into a diabetic coma.
And kick out.
The sugar.
You know, sugar or not, Vander's
The
not going down like
fructose.
that. Not at
The
all. Because I
fructose.
mentioned now he's even more fired up.
That's gotta irritate him. His philosophy, everything he lives by.
I'll tell you though, we
is
may
no
throw some
sugar.
shade at Royce Isaacs and make fun of him a little bit, but dude's got skills, man. Watching him these
Yeah.
last few,
He's been through that
Oh, yeah.
recently. I know what
it's
that's
easy
all
to
about.
see why he was a top
No
contender.
life.
I was about to say.
That's a story for another day.
Oh,
Clothesline.
big clothesline.
Oh, what a line.
Down goes Mario Vanger.
Look at him remaining in control of the wrist.
Yeah.
Lucas says it right. It's almost the same thing as giving Mario cyanide.
Yeah.
They can't be talking to each other. Go for the cover, Royce.
No time for hesitation, but we know the bad blood between these two, and it's starting to spill into this match right now.
I'd still like to get him back in
Oh.
the arena.
Wow, what a move by Mario Vanger.
That was just,
Both men.
give me some space for
They're in
3
pain.
seconds, will you,
can
kid?
see the
It's like a
toll
one-arm Northern
taken
Light
on them in
suplex.
this match right
Yeah,
now.
kind of,
They're
yeah.
extremely exhausted. One is ready to just lay down and not get back up. We're going to see who really wants it more right here, John.
That's what it's all about, Rob. I'm glad you pointed out. Who wants it more? That's what it all comes down to. Who's hungry? Who's going to grab the opportunity?
So, Vince, who do you think
Yeah.
Jacobs will want to face for this match?
Man, that's a great question, John.
Yeah.
Because let's look at it this way, too. The winner of this match goes into the Jacobs
Yeah.
match with momentum. And quite frankly,
Yeah.
these guys are more experienced than Humphrey Jacobs the first. I'll be honest with you. I don't
I'm
think
impressed the fanny pack's still on.
That's what I was thinking too. What a
Good
line.
quality fanny.
Wow.
That is a solid. He did not get that at the dollar store.
What, that clothesline? Absolutely not.
Watching Mario do this. That's
Oh,
the kind of
Thez
champion
press.
you want leading
Solid
up.
Thez.
kind of champion, bro. Go for it. Go for the jugular.
Good escape
bro.
by Isaacs
It's
there.
on the line here. Show me
The
you
big
want
dude that
it.
was on top of him throwing down fists, and he gets out of it.
Seriously.
Fighting for you.
Running
Oh,
bulldog sends Royce's
That's a big
face
bulldog.
straight into the
Yeah.
mat.
I can't believe we haven't
Is he going to
talked
go
about
for a cover, though?
It's American Bulldog.
No, Mario, don't touch the brown sugar.
Oh, foot on the
You know,
rope.
again, I said it. These are two veterans, bro. You know,
Nice kicks
Royce
by
knows
Isaacs,
his
too.
way
Those are nice
around
sneakers.
The ring, taking a little breather, getting the foot on the rope before the 3 count. He knows what he's doing.
That was just instinct to put that foot right there on that rope to break that count. Mario Vander slapping himself, trying to get height. Boot to the midsection.
But he's gotta
and
spit
looks
that
like
sugar
he's
out of
setting
his
him up
mouth.
for the insulin spike. His finishing move.
The insulin spike.
The insulin spike is what he calls.
He's not going down like that, no sir.
What's impressive is that Roy still has his fanny pack
Oh,
on as well.
look at that clover.
Oh, Clovey.
Locked in good.
He's got that tight, yeah. He's got that really tight.
Looks like he has the momentum to get to that bottom rope.
Underused move in wrestling.
I love the clover leaf. Yeah, it's
I don't know
beautiful.
how he had all that strength after going through this match so far. How he has any strength.
And then my tree punks for legs that Van.
Yeah, I was gonna say that actually might make that move hurt more when your legs are that much bigger.
But it also will take more out of Royce to put it on that move on a guy that size too.
Like
so
and to hold it onto it with
and try to pull. It takes a lot of energy. Like I watch a decent amount of MMA, and like when guys try to lock in a chokehold or something like that, and they don't get it, but they've been trying for that long, they burn all their arms. You know, you lose all that grip strength and everything.
I was in the ring with Booker T. I didn't feel much, but you know I'm a tough son of a bitch, bro.
Oh, what did he hit him in the
they gotta
sugar packets?
There's no
I could have put that in my coffee. What's wrong with him?
There's that impressive strength by Rolls-Royce Isaacs, and there's a huge shot.
Oh, freaking discus punch.
Oh, he can build some momentum now. It looks like
he's not stopping with the sugar.
That is such a mess. Who's going to clean that? He ain't going to clean it.
Yeah, he definitely not cleaning it.
It doesn't matter to Mario Vanger. Sugar is sugar, and he hates it all.
Brown, black, white.
How did we
Hispanic.
get here?
Hispanic rice or sugar. There must be.
No, Russo.
Mario Vander
God
going
damn
for
it.
that finisher.
Oh, what?
If he gets it here,
That's the insulin
He
spike. The
calls
razor's
this the
edge.
insulin spike. And it's going right onto that.
To you in Sugarland?
This is the Sugarland. This is it. That's
The
it.
cover. 2. There it is.
Oh, my goodness, Royce.
Is that a brown sugar bomb?
You could call that a brown sugar bomb. Yeah, you could. Mario Vanger is a national treasure.
Humphrey Jacobs has got to be
A, not
pretty
the.
intimidated at this point. He's
Oh my God, that sugar might have been broken in half. Spicer.
ready for next week.
Just which nation is the national treasure of?
How you doing, buddy?
Cannot wait to get there.
Right on the fructose.
Oh, I touched him.
Alligato, we got word. Na's not here tonight. Don't know when she'll be back. Have you heard any word on her replacement?
Does it really matter? I ran Angel Trinity off. Oh, and now I ran the Great Na off. Who's next? Chelsea? Does she want a belt whipping? Poor thing.
Well, I got word that your opponent tonight, well, it's Nanny AC.
This ought to be good.
Nanny? Nanny AC? What a joke. Excuse me, rude.
What kind of jacket in your train of thought here? What kind of jackass books an empty arena match? Who wants an empty arena match? Royce Isaacs could have won that if he'd heard fans weak at the knees quick.
That jackass would be me, because let me refresh your memory. You and Mario suggested the match.
No. Jackass. I slip of the tongue. I didn't know. I didn't call you a jackass. That's not what I meant.
What did you mean?
No, like jack,
UF up.
jackass,
UF.
jack the ass, something like a jackrabbit. You see a jackrabbit running around, you want to ride on it, you want to grab that ass.
So you
With
want
a
to jack
Canadian
up
restaurant,
somebody's
Jack
ass and
Astor's.
do what with it, Royce? What are you going to do with the ass once you jack it up?
Hey, Kelly,
What is happening here?
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah. Yeah, phrasing is not a strong
I
suit.
thought we were friends. Like, I watched the show. You never edited in post. The hell, man?
Oh, and he chucked the fanny pack.
Because it's covered in fructose.
I am so proud of you for doing this. You've got this. You've been training every day for the past 6 months. Matt taught you everything you need to know. You've got this. Just remember what Matt taught you. It's a lot to remember. I know.
Look who it is! Little Miss Chester.
Derek Stone in the chat. How's it going, big man?
Surprised he knows how to use a computer or something.
Oh, stop.
Oh, come on.
That generation, they're not good with technology.
If he's anything like, my dad who's in that generation, he's asked a younger person to set him up to watch Twitch.
Look, starting right off
This
the
is
bat,
true.
we just saw a little backstage action between Alligato
Well, I guess this match
and
has started,
Nancy,
guys.
and
Yeah,
now the action has spilled into the ring. we got the championship, the Lockheads championship on the line in this match as well.
You know, it's got to be kind of crazy for Alligato.
Ref,
She's
get in
fired
there.
up. She was ready to take on
Some
Nas.
order so you can ring a bell.
Tonight, and then she quits. Who knew she was a quitter?
A lot of pent-up aggression in Alligato right now. It's going to be interesting to see how she takes that out on Nanny AC, who's just been kind of thrust into this championship picture now for the Lockheads title.
You know, and against Alligato, who is definitely taking the advantage coming into the match as the champion and who's fired up already about this whole situation. It doesn't look good for Nanny.
Man,
and Rob,
she is all
Vince
over
with the still
her.
on commentary.
Boy, you're a busy man tonight coming back to the booth.
Yeah, you know what? I did such a tremendous job earlier in the day. I added some life to this broadcast, gentlemen. Here I am. And not only that, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I love to see a good women's brawl. And you have one of the best brawlers in the country.
Look at her nose. She's bleeding already.
Oh, yeah, she's already busted open.
That was a pretty stiff
She's
potato.
so vicious when it gets into the action of the ring.
That was
We
a
saw
potato.
that attack earlier outside of the ring, and Nanny
Well, she's
AC,
fighting back from it.
She's fighting back.
Yeah, she is. There's a
Is that
receipt coming.
blood I
Give it a
see
second. She owes
coming
us some
from her
change.
nose?
It's definitely possible. Alligato is fired up tonight. She's not leaving here without her belt.
I am not, Vince.
Oh, you have a girlfriend?
Yes, I do.
Does she
Vince.
beat you?
No, she doesn't.
Oh, look at her. She's really starting to
Well, I
flow.
like a wife that beats her husband, and I know Alligato beats her boyfriend, not to mention
I
any
like a
names.
wife that
But,
beats
gentlemen,
her.
You got to give
Vince-
credit to Nanny AC.
This is Vince Russo. What do you
not
expect?
quit. Somebody needed to
Look
step
at that.
up.
What a power bomb.
That's it. No, she
may be
kicked out with her
regretting it
face
now,
all
but I
leaking.
gotta give Nanny credit. She stepped up. She said, "I'll get in the ring with Alligato." You got to respect that, gentlemen.
Definitely do.
Wow.
And that
Yeah.
definitely is blood, by the way. That
Yeah.
is confirmed.
A
in the
lot,
ring right
actually.
now.
Blood's good for ratings. Blood equals numbers.
She might have a broken nose after one of those shots that we
There's
saw
some
earlier.
color in this match.
Yeah.
It is really
Come on,
pouring
ref,
out.
get in there.
It is
I'm impressed her ears are still on there, too.
Once after I asked her to give me my money back, and I thought that was totally out of
Oh,
line.
there it is.
That was,
he
yeah,
goes.
it could have been close.
You know, this is having Vince.
Up,
The
up,
lights.
up,
Where's
up,
David
up.
Drake? Oh, wait.
What's going on?
This was a long time ago. Never mind. I still get scared of that
Guys,
shit.
Lucas is in chat. Please
I
don't
think
scare
you're
him.
watching too many Michael Cole.
Yeah,
We
well,
know
it's
what's
just
going
an
on.
impulse reaction.
In the
Alligato
middle
is
of the
now
ring,
very scared, I believe.
Unholy
Oh, look who was
Trinity
summoned.
making an appearance.
Boy, and she
Creepy.
looks, she
They
scares
summoned
the
Trinity.
hell out of me. I'm not going to
Stuff
lie.
you see in a horror movie.
Well, you know what? Allie brought this upon herself, bullying Angel, made Angel quit, and all of a sudden, this new persona, and look who's laid out in the middle of the ring.
Daddy might get
Nancy,
this.
She's got the cover, hooks the leg.
Oh, that, gentlemen, is what you call an upset.
That is more than an upset. Is there a word for upset that's more than upset?
Yeah, the word is we have a new Rocky Mountain Pro Lockheads champion.
Busted nose and all. What guts, what determination it took for NBC to stick through that match.
Now you wipe that blood onto your hand and then wipe it onto the belt.
Her nose is all
And you
over
mark
her face
it.
now.
Oh,
Her
she's
boyfriend's
running
gonna
the
be
hell away
dumping
because
her
Alligato
tonight.
got up.
Allie gonna go break her
And
nose
Allie is
again.
fired up. She now knows
Nanny
what's
gives
going
me
on,
Noelle
and she wants
vibes.
her belt back. That was
Yeah.
absolutely insane.
Like Noelle, as she was
What a
putting it all
way
together and
to
stuff like that. A
kick
little more
things off
advanced
there
there,
with
definitely,
this
but
type of Lockheads match.
she gives me some
We'll
good
be right
Noelle
back.
vibes.
And not like the marionette Noelle that we've seen now.
No, not Marionette.
Yeah.
No, not the
What
Snow.
we
No.
just saw, Nanny AC defeating Alligato
Although this
for the
Marionette
Lockheads
Noelle
title.
is a
And
different kind of
she had a
fierce as
broken
well.
nose
but
during that match is what we
when
found
Noelle
out.
Summit was putting all them last few pieces into it
Shattered nose,
and doing
but she
very well
also had
before
the
Salem
help
got his eye on
of
her.
Unholy Trinity.
Made
Look
a
at
big
that.
impact tonight, costing Alligato
Look at
her
Trinity.
Lockheads championship, and I guarantee you, Allie is fired up right now.
She is steaming.
The
As you
history
see the-
between Allie and Trinity, I think this is starting all over again.
Cat fight. Cat fight.
Wow. She should have a Snickers.
She needs a Snickers.
One last time.
Okay, here we go.
And I'm not just talking about pro wrestling here. I'm not just talking about a couple of guys getting in the ring and putting on a show. I'm talking about a fight to the absolute death.
Oh, wow.
I'm talking about for your soul, Mercury Yaden. I want your soul. I don't want you. I don't want anything else. I want your soul. And what I want is the school.
You know, it was 6 years ago, I sat in a room kind of like this one. I said to the world, there's just not enough room in the world for both of us, Yaden.
We don't have a lot of common, Hoodlum, but what we did have in common, was the desire to show everybody out here what true professional wrestling was. I built this company. Did you hear what I said? I said that I built this company. I built this school. Look back at the footage, Matt. Take a look. Literally, the groundwork for everything that we stand upon right now was built with my blood. And we've had our problems. We've went back, and we went forth, and back, and forth, over and over again, over 6 years. And all you are now is a sad, fat, old man who wants credit for everything that he did not do. I got a call while I was in Nashville saying, please, please buy this company back. Everybody's relying on you, everybody's relying on us, and together, we forged something that nobody in the state of Colorado ever thought could exist. And that only existed if we started training true professional wrestlers. And I thought you were in this with me.
If I had to choose between Hoodie and Matt Yaden, I'd probably go with Matt Yaden. I've known him for almost 2 years, and every chance he had to kick me out of his place, he has.
Matt is a good teacher.
Because he was there for me from the start. Had a tryout, he was there, showed up. He's the one that pushes me through everything.
And I know no matter whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Matt's gonna be here.
So what I'm gonna take away from you, Matt, is something that you will never, ever, ever get back. Next week, I'm gonna take away your name.
He's taught me a ton about intensity, and I pick Hoodie.
I've seen Hoodie from the jump doing a whole bunch of other stuff, helping me out, become a better wrestler.
Where I know personally how much him and I both believe in me, and I think that with the help of Hoodie, I can get to where I need to be in this business.
I learn way more from Hoodie as opposed to Matt Yaden and his cell phone all the time.
And when I take away your name, not Jay Scene, not any of those idiots in the school, not any of the fans, nobody is gonna be able to give this back to you. You can say anything about me. You can say I've put on weight. You can tell me I'm a shell of the man that I used to be. But the second you bring my daughter into it, now it's real. Now it's real. It's personal now. It isn't just about the school. It's about
I wonder if
stamping
David
out
Ace is taking
somebody who
notes.
doesn't belong.
Well said, Coastal. Look at those two strapping lads.
Best of 5 tables match.
You know, a little indie promotion here in Colorado, but you know, they're all wrestlers at the end of the day. And
stay right there, Vince. This is the last time I'm telling you this. You stay out of my business, you stay out of Steven's head, or next time I'm coming in here swinging.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall and is a ladder match. First, making his way to the ring, hailing from Los Angeles, California, weighing at 250 pounds.
Oh, now he's not reffing this week. Okay.
No.
He reffed with a cup on. That was ridiculous.
Tyler Stinson got a pass from me there. I was a nice guy there. If he ever pulls that with me again, there's going to be some price to pay. I'll tell you.
Marky, if we had won the cup when we were in, would you worn it like that?
You know, it was uncomfortable to watch.
No.
Almost as uncomfortable as it's going to be watching these
Not
guys
around my
kill each
neck
other
and a
with
chain,
ladder
no.
match tonight.
I think I could have
Right
pulled
here.
it off.
What an incredible match this is going to be between Anaya and Curtis Cole. Both men
fighting over that charge
I damn sure wouldn't have tried reffing it, I can tell you that much right now.
Always getting booed by the crowd, but he's had some serious momentum building these last few weeks. It'll be interesting to see how he approaches this match with an athletic wrestler like Curtis Cole.
You know, Left Coast Gorillas are one of the strongest tag teams in Rocky Mountain Pro. They're one of the evil leaders of Charge. Now here comes a guy with energy that's laid back. He's probably not even worried about this match, man.
And the fans love this guy. You know, he's a big gamer. You know, he's the people's champion. He's got that ridiculous hairdo. God knows the last time this guy bathed, and that's what a lot of these kids do today.
Did he say
love
bathed?
Curtis Cole, but
Yeah, he said
I'm not
bathed.
going to take anything away from the guy. He is the Charge
I mean, the hair insults are one thing, but then he just like went all medieval pronunciation. I mean, you know, that's up and down, I guess. He's got range. He's got range. You can say that.
A lot of risk though in that type of match. You never know when you can get thrown off the ladder. It's always a dangerous event anytime a ladder is involved in the match.
You know, your nerves.
Yeah, he's
laughing. Just cracking up about that.
Everybody's laughing, yeah.
Don't be laughing too hard.
Not sure if he's taking
Cole should have just came with a flying drop kick right there.
I don't think the Gorillas take a lot seriously.
He should just grab the ladder and climb right up while he was outside.
I hope Anaya screws it up trying to get in the ring now.
And guidance of one hoodlum knows
Watch him go A over T right back into the guardrail.
The neighborhood, and we all know Anaya will stop at nothing to get that Charge title here tonight.
That might be a New England thing. I don't know. A over T means ass over tea kettle.
Ass over tea kettle. You ever go on ass
I
over?
usually let my wife climb the
Your
ladder.
handlebars lock up. Your rollerblade stick or something.
Well, let's get back to this match. What about next week, though, you guys? What about Yaden and Hoodlum with everything on the line? 3 out of 5 tables. What about that?
I've never, ever seen a match in my life. 3 out of 5 tables. That's huge. We are innovative here, but that's all you, boss.
Yeah, what about you know, if Raw had a 3 out of 5 tables match, that match would probably have 10 commercial breaks. You figure 5 tables, 2 commercials for every table. You got 10 commercial breaks.
Oh, look at this action
early
inside
version
the
of the
ring.
contra
Curtis
code.
Cole with the lariat there to Anaya, and looks like he might be going for the ladder right off the bat.
This could make its appearance right now.
And that's what I like about it, John. That's what I like. The object is to climb the ladder and get the belt. Why are you going to wait to get to the ladder? I like what Curtis Cole is doing here, and I like what Anaya is doing here because he's got to ground Curtis. Curtis is a high flyer. You take his legs out from underneath him. You take away the game. That's exactly what Anaya is doing.
This type of match seems like it might be better suited for Anaya, but Curtis Cole has been the underdog for so long, and we've seen him overcome so many obstacles as his jaw is just dropped against that steel guard. It wouldn't surprise me to see Curtis Cole prevail in this type of match, even though Anaya should be favored.
You know, this feels like the ultimate good guy versus bad guy scenario. And I think that they're going to take it all the way to the edge with this match here tonight.
Look at those shots there by Curtis Cole as he throws Anaya back into the ring.
Changed.
I got to tell you, though, John, I don't think Curtis wants to fight Anaya. I think if Curtis fights Anaya, he's playing right into the hands of Anaya. I think he wants to get on his game, get to the top rope, do a little high flying, ground Anaya. That's the best chance he's going to have in winning this match.
It's a great point, Vince. We'll have to see. Oh, and a huge kick to the spine by Anaya.
Like Bellflower over here in the chat.
Anaya's
on
looking under the
YouTube. Yeah,
ring for
but
something
we started at the beginning of Rocky Mountain Pro Challenge. So we got to no Thanksgiving pretty quick.
Hey, that ladder's not going to reach the belt.
No, I think that's more for a beaten. That's a beaten ladder.
We got climbing ladders and beaten ladders.
Yeah, there's definitely beaten ladders. That little one's like a little beaten ladder, yeah.
There could be some jumping off ladders, too.
Like you'd mess around with your cousin with that ladder, like out in the backyard. Like, here, lay down and take this. And then you get to the top of it, you jump, and you get in trouble with your parents. Broke his shit.
We used to use the roof and a trampoline.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, anything like that. Here, just stay there, watch. I promise I won't hit you. And you come down with the full elbow on your cousin. Yeah, you got in trouble for that when we were kids.
You Macho Man Randy Savage elbow drop in the throat.
My favorite, I used to double axe handle like Bret Hart. Like I up on something and come down, and we had no idea how to do anything back then. You always hit somebody in the head pretty hard.
Yeah, all we knew how to do was.
Speaking of getting hit pretty hard,
we could put on submissions. You could lock in a sharpshooter and a figure four and a Boston crab, but.
Right, and you knew how far away from breaking your buddy's leg you were, so you didn't do it. Like you felt that. But throwing like axe handles and stuff, now we pretty much we threw potatoes at each other.
Yeah, there were no work punches. No, the trampoline wrestling.
We thought they looked good until our friends got hit with them, and then they were like, "Yeah, now you do it." And you're like, "Nah, I think we're all set with that."
Finally, the ladder is set up. Here we go, boys.
He's going up the little side too.
Climbing it first. Anaya gets on the other side.
This
Bret
is where the
Hart.
fun starts.
Yeah, Bret Hart.
See, this is wife ladder material right here. I'm out.
Yeah, sometimes when my wife isn't doing a good job on the gutters, I
Oh,
get
and I
up
went
that
for a
other
long
side
walk.
of the ladder,
Oh.
and I give her a potato or two, just like that, Big Rob.
That could have been bad. You see these guys falling from 10 feet into the ropes, hot-shotting themselves. That can get ugly.
Well, look at Atiba back at Milestone this past year, back of the head on the ladder.
Yeah, that was ugly. That was ugly.
But the more this type
That
knocked the cheating into him.
That could have been the beginning of that, you know.
Anaya's probably been
Luckily, he had like the hella dreads going, so maybe he had a little bit of padding for the impact. And he took it. Oh my God, he just chucked it at him.
That's just the viciousness of Anaya.
Wow.
I had her across the ring and
Jesus.
striking Curtis Cole in the head.
I mean, nowadays, if somebody did it to Curtis Cole, I'd be like, all right, cool, do it again.
Battle through so many great matches.
One more
Cole
time.
once defeated the left coast.
He threw that thing like Randy Johnson throws a
Cole is
fastball.
definitely capable of pulling something off like this.
He's got an obsession with that little ladder. That's not going to help you reach the belt. It's going to be this big guy right here, and he has an opportunity to climb to the top right now.
No, that little ladder is just a weapon.
The charge champion.
Looks like Anaya's going to...
I think he's making a mistake. He's going back to Curtis, Curtis. You got the man down, Anaya. Climb the ladder, bro. Go!
He tried to give him another filling in his teeth with that ladder earlier.
Step by step, but no.
See, the champ ain't going down that easy, boys. It's just not going to happen like that.
Big clubbing blow sends Curtis Cole down to the mat and slammed into that ladder.
Don't you know it's bad luck to walk underneath ladders? Probably
What about if
throwing
you get
underneath
thrown
ladders.
underneath it?
I think that's the same.
He didn't walk underneath it. He walked directly into it. Or more appropriately, he was guided into it.
Sometimes Anaya doesn't use his head.
Oh.
That's why I think the Left Coast Gorillas are successful. I think Hoodlum is the brains. He's the older one. He's the veteran. Now you're seeing the young Anaya not using the noggin. He's got Curtis dead.
If Mr. Russo is trying to say that Hoodlum is the voice of reason in the West Coast Gorillas, that's terrifying.
Get you to that belt there, bro. There is a third ladder.
Probably why they were so successful. To be honest, that was the point he was illustrating. But yeah, in several unsavory ways, that's devastating. What is he doing?
Oh, he's
that's a bridge. It's,
not sure what he's doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's not OSHA approved.
Set up right there.
No.
We'll have to see
No,
how
you
that
get in
plays.
trouble for that.
Big boot to the stomach there by Anaya.
Oh,
There's
no.
a good chance that ladder that he just set up works against him just as well as that first one he set up.
It's gonna
Or is he going
hurt.
to powerbomb Curtis Cole through it? Oh, Curtis Cole. Anaya avoided
good catch.
Yeah, very lucky. But look at Curtis Cole. He is back up. He has regained the momentum that Anaya had just a few minutes ago, and there's those patented shots.
And he's more concerned about setting the ladder back up than he is about getting back in the ring and taking care of his opponent. Those are the things that are going to not let him be the charge champion tonight.
Throws Curtis Cole over the top rope.
Oh,
there's that athleticism by Curtis Cole. Blocks the hip toss attempt, and there's one by Curtis Cole.
He was going so fast, too. He barely kept his feet. That's athletic right there.
He's one of those guys
That's
that can
very,
pick it back up real quick.
He was
Everyone
going
is
fast,
definitely
and he
set
still
up
managed to flip that arm drag across.
You know what? I think he could still do that to this day, probably. Cole's in really good shape. I'll give him that.
You have to. Yeah. Still quick, still fast, and then with another 5 or 6 years of XP under the belt.
This isn't Arnold Schwarzenegger we're talking about. He could be worn down. I think as the match goes on, Anaya should have the advantage.
No,
but
he's not.
Curtis
Maybe.
now is making his way towards
He's
the
not maybe.
title.
All those type of shots with the ladder, with those vicious blows.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
look at that.
Oh, there's Hoodie.
Hoodlum. Speaking of the devil from earlier,
dude, that's what they do, bro. That's why
there's
they're the
Jaden.
Left Coast Gorillas.
Jaden for the save.
Matt
Kick
Jaden.
saving a beauty. Actually, not kick save. That was more with the blocker right there.
Week already next week. You can just tell.
He's trying to take out Hoodlum, who's trying to interfere.
Now correct me.
That's going to be a hell of a beef with that already starting tonight, and they haven't even wrestled yet.
For it.
Oh, this has got bad written all over it.
Look at these crazy bastards at the top of this ladder.
Look at this. Both men on the top of the ladder right now.
No, you're not. No, you're not, Cole.
No, they're not.
No, you're not, Anaya.
Anaya.
Oh, my.
Oh. What a suplex.
Have you ever taken a bump off the
Persephone.
top of a ladder, John Madden?
No.
I have.
No.
1961 being
Ow.
with the
Oh,
Guardian.
my.
And let me tell you something, bro. It doesn't tickle.
Having hit
see
that
that
canvas.
I don't even.
Yeah, that hurts a lot.
Off my feet in the ring. I can't imagine what they're feeling like right now. And these guys are still fighting on the
Bro,
outside.
you've never taken a bump off the couch, Rob.
I've fallen off the couch a time or two, reaching for the remote
You haven't
control.
taken a
Thank you
bump
very
off the couch.
Matt Yaden, this is my issue with Matt Yaden, guys.
Oh.
This is my issue. He gave me his word. I'm the owner of this company.
Push
I'm
him
gonna run
right
this
in the
company.
Mercuries.
I'm not going to get involved.
He big
I'm
teams them.
glad that match
Right in the
is
planets.
taking place next week. I may take a little pleasure.
That's the whole
in
solar
seeing
system
that
right there.
go through 3 tables, not because I want the guy to get hurt, because maybe once and for all.
How are these guys
he'll
still
be a
moving? That
boss
was a
again when the
12-foot high superplex,
Well, I know
especially
that's what your
Cole.
focus has been the last
Well,
couple of
we're going to use
months,
the
so
term
definitely
moving
is to
very
focus
loosely
on
at
the
this
company.
point. Okay, now they're moving.
Stop trying to be
Tomorrow
Mr.
is going to
Wrestler.
freaking
I
hurt.
just
That's
don't
all I know
man.
about
There's
these
a
two.
coming up.
Tomorrow,
One
after
hell
the
of a
bell
The
rings.
academy, I mean, that's gotta.
This
hit
has been
deep
the
in heart
definition of
Matt
wicked
Yaden.
So
pisser.
much on the line here, and that belt is within the grasp
It's
of,
right
of either
there.
one. Curtis almost pulled it down right there.
Oh,
Curtis
no.
Cole.
This is it's Anaya's match to lose right here. He's got it. He's got the
No,
championship
get him.
secured.
Oh, yeah.
Curtis is
Oh, no, who's
down.
that? That's
Jacobs
Humphrey.
is in the ring
Yeah.
now.
What is going on?
Oh, no!
That's what the ladder was for.
Oh, my
Joe.
God.
Just got
Oh,
it.
they killed him!
This guy used
They
the
killed him!
Now you get bit
As
by
God
the
is
hand
my
that
witness,
Vito
he's broken in
Anaya
half.
set up the
ladder
ladder
is.
that he eventually went through.
He split that ladder in half.
Oh
I can't
my
imagine the
God.
pain going through a ladder, falling off of it, a 9-foot ladder on top of that.
Guys, he might be dead.
Broken ribs, at least.
This is Curtis Cole's championship. This is his time to capitalize and climb that ladder. Move your butt, man.
There's
Let's
nothing
go.
stopping him now because
He's
let me
got
tell you something,
time.
Hoodie's got
That's
his hands
for
full
sure.
with Yaden, wherever they are. I lost track of that, and Anaya ain't getting up anytime soon, gentlemen.
Looks like Humphrey Jacobs finally got his Colorado Cup back, huh?
Well, Curtis Cole is for the taking now. Just
And
got to get to the top of that ladder.
And he's going to get his charge belt back.
Oh,
There
you got it.
There it is.
Oh, what
He never
a
lost
match.
it to begin with, but it was hanging in the balance. Anaya had the opportunity, and he
He
didn't
doesn't
grab
win
the
this
brass
match
ring.
until like
What
2
a
days
match. You
later when he
only
can
see
walk.
matches like this on Rocky Mountain Pro
That's when he like
cards.
officially
Holy
wins this
cow,
match.
What a night so far.
Yeah. Hey, Curtis, you won.
Well, actually, not officially. That's when he realized it. That's what I should say.
Curtis, you won. Curtis.
Curtis,
wake up.
Bad way. Look at that.
Well, he just took a 10.5-foot swan dive into aluminum.
We see Anaya still down after going through that ladder. We got to wonder if he's going to be ready for
No,
next
you don't have to
episode
put it back up, Curtis.
after taking a fall
No.
like that.
Boy, and he thinks that's funny down there looking at that. You just know that there's a lot
He's
of
thinking his
things
match is
there.
3 out of
He's happy
5.
That he's down on the ground in pain.
Hey, no, there we go. Reverse ladder match. You have to climb the ladder and put the belt on the hoop.
So much
Teenage's
anger
done that
now
forever.
with Hoodlum
Oh.
after seeing his brother lose, having that altercation with Mercury Yaden. So much is building up for this match next week.
And let's face it, too, gentlemen. I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from Curtis Cole.
That
the
was
Charge
such
champion,
a
but,
great title
the
match.
outside
That was such a
interference
great
by
ladder
Matt
match.
Yaden did help him win
Absolutely.
the match.
That
So
was
let's,
that
you
had
know, let's-
everything
let's
in that
not
match.
sit
That was
here
an
and put
awesome
over
ladder
Curtis
match.
Cole to the moon.
And who do you think his brother's dead?
Well,
Because
I
he
guess that's
almost
your own
is.
opinion.
Oh, wait a
Was.
minute, fellas. Wait a
And
minute.
they're still
It's breaking
going.
down in Tulsa right here, guys. Here we go. A little preview
Damn it,
of
ref,
what's
just
to
ring
come
the
next
bell.
week.
Do we got any tables
Don't even
out
wait
there?
for the
Maybe we can
introductions
get one
later.
done tonight, huh?
Just ring the bells
Bro,
now.
let me tell you something about Matt Yaden. If he thinks he can go blow for blow with Hoodlum, who's in the ring every single week, I don't even know when's the last time Matt Yaden had a match. He's out of his mind, fellas.
He's going to be fighting for his life next week and for his
and
school.
his school, the school that he treasures, bro, the school that means everything to him. This time next week, it may be gone. There it is, bro.
There's that viciousness of Hoodlum, baseball bat to the gut on Matt Yaden, who was down in pain and another shot to the ribs. What kind of effect is this going to have next week on Matt Yaden after taking these vicious shots with a baseball bat?
Bro, this happens next week. The Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy becomes the Hoodlum Pro Wrestling Academy. Next week, 3 out of 5 tables match. Yaden, Hoodlum, we'll see you then.
Wow.
Hoodie.
What?
Don't you think that was a little much?
What'd you say?
So don't you think that was a little much?
A little much? Of course you think it's a little much, don't you, Kelly? Don't you? Because you're rocking the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy brand, aren't you? A little much! A little much! Kelly, I'll tell you what's a little much. For the last 6 years, I've sat on the sidelines and watched Matt Yaden take all the credit. For everything that's been built around here, he takes the credit. And now I have to sit and listen to a man who honestly believes, this is the best part, Kelly, a man that honestly believes that after doing nothing in this business, in this sport, doing absolutely nothing, he thinks that he can just get up off the bench and compete with the most celebrated athlete in the history of this state. A little much? You're gonna see what a little much looks like. Because I am going to take the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy brand and everything that it stands for, including your livelihood, Matt Yaden. I'm going to take your soul and I'm going to set it aflame. How's that for a little much?
Fans of Rocky Mountain Pro, there you have it. Next week, the biggest match in the history of the company, a 3 out of 5 table match on the line. Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy.
You should text him and tell him that he forgot the chair that day.
CEO
No, that's fine.
of Titus Machiavelli. Hoodlum versus Matt Yaden next
I'm
week.
sure someone picked it up.
All right, everybody. That's only part
We
one.
want more. We want more.
Shut
We
up.
want more.
Shut up. You're going to get more.
Yes.
You guys ready for part 2? You guys ready for
Yes.
3 out of 5 tables?
Yep.
All right.
If it's anything like the ladder match, absolutely.
Evil genius himself, Titus Machiavelli, in the YouTube chat. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, Dad, can I talk to you?
Hey, Jay. Of course you can.
You know that you don't have to do this, right?
Yeah, I do. You know what this means to
It's a little
not just
JC.
me, but to us.
It is.
I have to do this for us. There's a lot of people, but the most important thing to me is keeping this thing going for us and for you. There's a lot on the line, and you remember it wasn't that long ago that while we were trying to make this happen, do you remember standing around in that store and you were asking me for all these things that I couldn't get you because just the money wasn't there and we were sacrificing so much to make this happen. Do you remember that? I don't ever want to go back to that again. people like Titus and Hoodlum are going to make us go back to that again. So I do have to do this, okay? And I'm going to do it. So don't worry, everything's going to be all right, okay?
Well, no matter what, you're always going to be my dad, and I'm always going to love you.
It's more to me than anything. Thank you. Let's go do this, okay? All right.
Brother, how are you not laughing right? That was hilarious.
That
was funny.
It's pathetic.
That's funny. That's good TV.
Okay, you know what?
That's
If
good.
you think that's funny, brother, wait until tonight.
was.
Wait until tonight when I get Matt Yaden and I take his livelihood away. I take his school away. And then you know what, brother? You know what? I hate my kids. We discussed that. You remember? I hate those kids. So maybe I'll take little JC and Yaden under my wing. How does that sound, brother? And then I'll be the father figure, and she can call me. Whoa. She can call me Dad. Yeah, you gotta pay for that. You gotta pay for that. It's mine.
Holy hell.
I think he hit his phone. You're gonna pay for that. Oh, hey guys, look, it's my best friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest episode of Rocky Mountain Pro Charge. My
Stefan
name is John
Lacroix?
Madden, alongside
It's Stephen
Big Rob.
Ashburn.
Vince
Look,
Russo
he's
is
smiling.
once again
An orphanage just closed somewhere.
You know, Vince, it's obvious that you were not going to miss being next to
Tony just became an orphan.
between Matt Yaden.
No, he's not dancing.
Oh.
You want to be able to say, I told you so, admit it.
I want to be able to say I told you so.
Hassan says it best. Definitely, it's Ashburn.
And I want to be able to tell you I told you so to Stephen Ashburn, who I've been telling him that Tyler Stinson's been keeping him down, and now they're having issues. Tyler Stinson's blaming me, threatening me. In my opinion, if Stephen Ashburn were on his own and he ridded himself of Stinson, he could be the Rocky Mountain Pro Champion right
This
now.
is post Stefan Lacroix, right?
Yes.
This is post Stefan
The Rocky Mountain Pro Tag Team Championship is on the line.
This is going to be a huge match, and what a huge night. There's so many, as you would say, huge things happening here tonight.
And what formidable opponents that the Balance have for this match in HR Nightmare.
Yeah, he
Jason
evolved to the
Jackson
next
and
level
Big
of
Kid.
a-holeness
I mean,
on
these
this
guys
one.
are
You know how
just
your
ruthless.
Pokemon evolve, well, he
Big
evolved.
guy's a monster when he
It's
steps
true.
inside that ring.
You know what I love
Guys in the ring
about
with any tag
RMP
team
is
in the
that we
country
can watch a
right
tag
now,
team
and I mean
championship
that.
match and it
I'm
has
not just
nothing to do
talking
with
about
JK
the
Paul.
power and the
Yeah, this is
ruthlessness. I'm
new.
talking about the teamwork and the way they play
It's so
off each
refreshing.
other. Both of these guys,
To see that
buddies from
stupid
Utah,
mask.
They travel all the way here to
Well, we still gotta
Colorado
see
to
Stephen
defend
Ashburn.
that title, the
Ugh.
car rides, the unity,
Ugh.
the
Silver
brotherhood.
linings, you know.
I
This is
expect
it's
them
an
to
old
be
school
tag
Stephen
team
Ashburn,
champs
so
for
I'm
a
willing to
long
watch
time
it. We
to
haven't
come.
seen it
They
yet.
definitely got all the tools to be one of the best tag teams ever, especially here in Rocky Mountain Pro.
From one great working tag team to
Why do I
one
feel
that's
like he's
not
already
been
ready to
working so
bail
well
on
with Stephen
Stinson?
Ashburn and Tyler Stinson. We've had Stephen Ashburn
Because that is
with some
always a possibility.
moments that he's cost matches and thrown some temper tantrums that we've seen recently. Be interesting to see how he approaches this
Well,
match
you know,
tonight.
John,
Yeah,
let me
Bud
disagree.
Bellflower,
I don't
and
know
thank
if he's
God,
cost
too.
Anybody matches. We got a problem right off the bat
Thankfully.
here. Stinson starting the match.
I know, Drew. It's just
Already
enjoyable that
he's
we
in
can
a
figure it
hole.
out.
If it's me, Ashburn starts the match.
I want to give a shout out to
Ashburn gets the
D-Hort13 for the $5 super chat. You know, Vince would be a lot cooler if he was Marky Pins. He's got none of the riz the kids are talking about these days.
I don't know what the Riz is. I ain't got it. I don't want none of it either. You can keep your Riz for yourself.
Stephen Ashburn is focused on this match and doesn't take his eyes and tries to go outside, messing with cameramen and announcers. Maybe he'll come pick a fight with you in a second here,
He's
Vince.
my boy, bro. He ain't picking a fight with me. He'll pick a fight with you if you don't get off my nerves. I'll tell you that right now. That's what I'm talking about. That is ruthless.
What the hell is a Riz
There's
anyway?
nothing wrong with that.
It's
John
fire.
Madden.
Well, seems to be working well now, but Ashburn. With
That's a wonderful
shot
tag.
was that?
tags his partner
What was
in.
that tag?
Here
He
comes
chopped him.
the Evolution Tyler Stinson.
Basically.
Jason Jackson misses with that kick.
Not that one.
And up, tagged to Big Vig. This is one guy
And
I
here
would
we
not
go.
want to square up in the
There's
center
some
of the ring
beef.
with.
Absolutely not.
Well, you know, let's give Tyler his due. You know, the guy's an MMA a champion, a 26-4 or something like that. But this ain't MMA. And Big Vig, he's not going to play by any rules. He's going to do whatever he has to do to win the match.
I definitely would agree with that. If they can get on the same page, those two could be just as dangerous, but I just don't think they're clicking.
Yeah, exactly, because Tyler, he's conceited. He wants the limelight. He doesn't give Steven his due.
Haven't heard Big Top Energy in a while.
With an ego like that.
So is it safe to say he's not?
I'm still trying to figure out what the hell Riz is. I'm watching the chat. Maybe one of them will explain it.
Big Top Energy was the energy drink for the three-ring circus, I believe, that Bud tried to peddle.
Correct.
Boy, and this quarry is fired up tonight for Rocky Mountain.
Too high a content of snake oil back then.
Mr. Happy said tastes like hot dog water.
Insane here on Rocky Mountain Pro Charge.
Yeah, we got the big
Yeah,
one.
oil and water don't mix either. So I can see how it was a problem adding carbonation to it. I can see how that could be a problem.
Title of Titus Machiavelli. That's coming later. Yaden and Hoodlum.
And here you are, ringside to watch the whole thing tonight.
And who's on his back again in the middle of the ring? The weak link, Tyler Stinson. I've said this
This is
before.
the OG. I hate this ref.
Wow.
I remember at the beginning of this, I was calling this in my head. This guy was Dad Ref. See, he's Dad Ref. I don't know who he is, but he's like Ref
They
Dad.
definitely work together on that side of the table. Oh! What a move
Around
by
here,
Jackson,
Neckbreaker.
that veteran
There's a kid that wrestles.
wrestling
I think his
technique.
name's
There's a
Scott
cover.
Slade or something like that. And his whole thing is that he's a dad. And his buttons and his gear says he has daditude, like in the old WWE.
Please tell me he wrestles in the White Air Monarchs.
No. He wrestles in New Balance, the dad shoe with the blue end.
Can we take
And
a
he
look
doesn't-
at Steven Ashburn literally sitting in his corner and not doing anything?
Well, I mean, that's what he does.
It's the thing he does best.
I told you, he's like 2 seconds away from just not being there.
Now here's where he needs to
All right, this is a big moment where your guy needs a tag.
Oh, look at this.
He's gonna stay in the match. He's gonna get beaten even further.
Looks like his partner's
No, he's not. A pretty girl
distracted
came over and paying him some mind. And
Yeah.
and look at Dad. He's like, no, get out of here. You got to go back to school. What are you doing? Stop it.
Be distracted by area. Oh,
She distracts me
Oh,
too.
good night.
There you go.
In fact, I'm watching her, not the match at this point. But we got a pin.
There it is.
Oh!
And that's game,
Would
folks.
you say that
A wonderful teamwork shown there by Steven Ashburn. I see he is the same tag team wrestler he is currently.
It was a hell of a handicap match.
Things have changed, but some things through the years stay
Stay
similar.
the same, yeah.
You know?
Tyler Stinson was going to make that tag if Steven Ashburn was there, but he ended up getting distracted.
Bro, he's going to make the tag. What are you, John?
Why do I feel like this is not going to end well for Tyler Stinson?
Boy, this is not gonna go good in the conversation last week. Raises his arm.
Gentlemen, that's
Fired up the quarry.
Bro.
Give him a cheer.
There we go.
Now that's what I'm talking. Hallelujah. Praise. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Come on, John. Glory, glory, hallelujah. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
That's what you've wanted all night. You knew it was coming.
Oh, look, Ashburn's punching security guys.
Get the handcuffs off, the albatross off the neck.
And he is still going at it. He's having to be restrained by security at this point.
I think we all kind of knew this was coming. It's still
That's
shocking
not even
to
how
see
the song
that
goes.
former tag team champions
Sick of the same thing.
having this type of issue right now.
Well, John, I don't know if I'd use the word shocking. Enjoyable, entertaining. That's what I'd say. What's going to be even more entertaining is the tables match coming up.
There are words I would use to describe Ashburn. Entertaining is one of them.
Welcome back,
Enjoyable,
everyone, and
no,
we just saw the balance losing to HR Nightmare and Steven Ashburn turning on Tyler Stinson.
You know, we thought the balance was off, but apparently the balance is over.
Yeah, my CEO job is at stake. but so is Matthew's ownership of the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy. Now, Matthew and I go back a long way. The story's told back to gut check at TNA. We were friends, buddies, talked on the phone every single day. Something's changed. Then you got Hoodlum. You know, Hoodlum and I, we never saw things on the same plane. I hated him, and he hated me. But you see, the old adage, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, really is true. For the first time ever, Hoodlum and Titus, we see eye to eye. We see a guy who's gotten so full of himself, so egotistical, that it's all about him. So yeah, I put my job on the line because I know, trust, and believe that Hoodlum will be victorious. And Matt, when your dream, your company is in my hands and your school is in Ryan Hoodlum's hands, it won't be about you. It'll be about us, the way it should have been in the first place. That's what I think.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Damn.
the following contest is set for one fall and is for the Rocky Mountain Pro Championship. First, making his way to the ring, hailing from Broomfield, Colorado, weighing in at 248 pounds. Please welcome sugar-free Mario Vanger.
Well, last time we saw Mario Vanger, he defeated Rolls-Royce Isaacs in an empty arena match for this opportunity at this championship.
Boy, and those two destroyed each other last week. The fact that he looks as good as he looks this week is absolutely amazing.
Let's take a look at the road that Mario Vanger took to get to this point for the opportunity at this title.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring, hailing from Stone Mountain, Georgia, weighing in at 241 pounds. Please welcome Humphrey Jacobs the Third.
You know, when you look at how calm and collected he is, back with his Colorado Cup, he knows what's on the line tonight. This is a big match. This is the biggest match in his career, quite frankly.
For all the marbles. Let me state that again. All the marbles. There's
Gotta
so
love
much
the
on
robe.
line. This vacated championship.
Beautiful.
Sam, you
Very,
your loss. But look,
very classic.
Two guys, they know what's at stake. Old school wrestlers. It's going to be a great match, Rob.
Two of my favorite wrestlers in the company, and of course, Humphrey Jacobs the First has only been at it for, I don't know,
Titus,
a few
we
months, but he's
understand
on top.
as
Let's take a
only
look at what got him
another
here to this
sports
match
team who
tonight.
went through something like that can understand. Jet, other people that don't understand, when grown men cry, when teams win baseball pennants and sports things. Remember seeing my dad cry in 2004 when the Sox won. It's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a very big thing in 04 around here. Same thing when the Cubs won. It is absolutely a thing, Titus, yes.
HJ1.
Well, and here we go,
Saw
John.
him this year in the Colorado Cup.
Vince, this is a match that you were excited about last week, and you saw Mario Vanger leave it all on the line.
Both of these gentlemen,
week.
actually.
Who do you think's leaving this match tonight with the championship?
Well, this is
They went face to face in the middle of the ring.
So has Sam Udell, aka Dax Draper, never lost the Rocky Mountain Pro Championship?
Colorado. And I got to tell you, bro, listen, I like
a valid
Humphrey
question.
Jacobs the first.
That
A
is.
little bit of a nut job. I mean, anybody whose dream was to be in the PW 500 and wrestle in a
question for
cage
Chad, if
on
anybody knows.
Thanksgiving, the guy's a little wacko, but I got to give him credit for as long as he's been in the business, he's established a lot. But that's going to be the difference in the match, John. The veteran Mario, who's had hundreds and hundreds of matches under his belt, championship matches, that's going to give him the edge here tonight.
Mario's been waiting for this opportunity, and he finally has it. I expect him to bring an effort that we've never seen out of him before.
Well, and look, we talked about it last week. He showed that nobody wants that title more than he does. You saw the match. We were all
I know it's 7 years later, but, you
match that
know.
he had to endure to get to this point. I don't know what's going to
cool.
stop him after completing something like that.
Well, you know what it is, guys? Here's the bottom line. You never know when you're going to get a shot like this again. Let's face it, you lose this match, you
Crowd
can
is
fall to the
split.
bottom of the rung. Championship matches don't come every day here in Rocky Mountain Pro. When you get one, you better take advantage of that.
Here they go, challenging strengths. Who do you think's the stronger of the two?
You know, it's the old school test of strength. That's Humphrey Jacobs' game. I would not be doing this with him if I was Mario Vanger.
I'd give him a kick right to the gut right about this.
I'd give him a kick right
there
in
he
the groin
goes.
area, bro.
Nice takedown there by sugar-free Mario Vanger.
Bro, why would you kick somebody in the gut when you kick them in the groin, Rob?
Probably doesn't want to get disqualified.
How many fights have you won in your life? How many fights have you won in your life?
Every single one. No groin kicks here there.
I'm not talking about against the kids. I'm talking about against grown men.
Pretty accurate,
Not too many people want to fight me. I'm 6'3", 250 pounds of all man.
All right, listen, this show isn't about putting yourself over. All right, we got two great athletes in this ring.
Yes, Theo.
If anybody's going to put themselves over, it's me. But again, you Humphrey Jacobs, 3 or 4 months of training. I mean, come on, bro. I look at this guy. I'll be honest with you. I'm more impressed than 80% of the WWE roster right now. You got to give the guy his
That's a
due.
good one.
He's been nothing but impressive since coming onto the scene here at Rocky Mountain Pro. And there's that old school flavor,
got a
but
fight
both been
brewing.
exchanging chops right now.
But you know what comes with rookies, John. What comes with rookies are rookie mistakes.
Yes.
When you're in the ring with a veteran like Mario, it could be that. And there's a quick cover, but he's not going to get Mario that early. That's why I didn't get excited, guys.
I know. I was thinking the same thing, Yaden. These guys are loud. Into it.
Definitely agreed. He'll capitalize for sure. Being the vet into the match, even though
That room being kind of echoey the way it is, them stealing the ceiling, like that would get loud.
Up-and-coming wrestlers, not just in Colorado, but I think in the scene.
Something else, yeah, I can
the
imagine.
Sky's the limit for Mario Vanger.
Oh,
And if he
oh, that
wins the
one-leg
championship
takedown.
tonight, that's the start of his reign as being the top dog in Rocky Mountain Pro.
There was a cover there by Mario Vanger and a kick out at 2 by Humphrey Jacobs. So we're gonna have to
That is why he is an
Humphrey
elite
Jacobs
professional.
gonna make that rookie mistake, and is Mario Vanger going to take advantage of that mistake?
Yeah, but also if we're going to talk advantage, we got to talk about a height advantage here. We've got the taller Humphrey Jacobs, a little bit bigger, stronger build. I mean, the strength of him is going to come into play here. So again, I think this is going to be a chess game throughout.
It's definitely got everything on the line here tonight, and these guys are going to give it everything until one of them literally cannot stand up. That's what's going to happen here tonight on Rocky Mountain Pro Charged.
So both men, they're feeling it right now. It's a battle of attrition right now. Mario Vanger back up to his feet.
He's the first up.
Whips Jacobs into the ropes, misses with the clothesline, and Jacobs takes out the legs.
Oh,
Mario has
that
that
was
big
unique.
brace on his leg, but it looks like it's
That was a
other
smart
one.
move.
I
Again,
can't
you
really
don't
say
expect
I've
that
seen
from the
anybody
rookie.
give like
Mario
an
thought he was
inverted
gonna
chop
go
block.
high. Humphrey went low.
He's
and
got
took
one
Mario
bad
off
knee,
his
now
feet.
he's got
Now he's in
2 bad
control of the
knees.
match.
Very
Jeez.
veteran move from a rookie.
You know, being a rookie doesn't mean he's stupid. He's definitely got things figured out enough to be in the championship match, to be the #1 contender before Sam Udell was stripped of the championship.
He is the king of old style.
And the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Say that on national TV, so I don't know who told you you're a rookie, you're stupid, but that did not come from me. Maybe John said that.
Are you sleeping over here? We're not talking, again, you told me to stop talking about myself. We're moving on to the wrestlers. The big rake to the eyes.
Well, both men back up to their feet. Up, and looks like Humphrey Jacobs might be going for that sharpshooter. And he's got sugar-free Mario Vanger locked in. Is Vanger gonna tap? Remember, championship belt on the line.
Mario making the same face that he makes when he sees somebody eating something with sugar in it.
It's true.
Yeah, a mixture of anger and pain.
It looks like he's going to.
Watching a 12-year-old eat a cookie.
Left in the match, but who knows? Humphrey's
It's the
pulling him
devil.
back in the middle.
Maybe not, Vince.
Dressed as
Vanger
fructose.
just broke it, and now Mario Vanger with his own submission.
Oh, and there's a single leg. There you
So
go.
he's still got both of his rope breaks, if we're keeping track here.
Yes, they both do, yes.
You know, I think Humphrey Jacobs
Remember,
might have had
only
one
2
earlier in the
rope
match.
breaks.
He might be
Just
down to
said
1.
that, bro. Now that's his second one.
So that's
now
it for
that's
him.
That's it for him, bro. He can't use the ropes anymore to his advantage.
Mario Vanger definitely has the advantage at this point.
And let me tell you something, Rob. He's going to take that advantage. Mark my words. Mario knows.
This is
Humphrey's got
just a
2 rope breaks.
slugfest.
He's going to be going for that submission. Mark my words. John, are you going to jump in?
Didn't expect anything else from these two.
I mean, as the
No,
lead
they've
announcer,
brought
bro,
it.
I got a backache carrying you the last 2 shows.
Well, Vince.
I'm sorry, brother. I got a little carried away with myself, but go ahead.
No worries, Vince. Both men back up to their feet, and there's a chop there. Both men exchanging chops now.
Oh.
We hear the woos in the background. Woo! Humphrey Jacobs with that
Ooh, that
Ric
was a
Flair
good one.
type robe. Mario Vanger with that kick to the midsection, setting him up for the insulin
Going for that
spike. That's
insulin
his
spike.
finisher.
No, sir, not going to happen.
Jacobs gets out of it. Now is Jacobs going for his hump buster. Nope. Vanger
And
brings
there
him
it is.
back
There's
down.
a submission exactly like I called it 30 seconds ago. There's a submission.
Matt Cravat.
No more rope breaks for Humphrey. We ain't stopping it, Humphrey. We ain't stopping it, bro.
It's not going to happen in Rocky Mountain Pro. 2 rope breaks is all you get.
I don't know if Humphrey Jacobs is aware of this as he's still holding on to that bottom rope, but Mario Vanger is not.
If he's
ready
holding on to that, he
can
can't
hold
tap.
on to the rope till
That's
the cows
right.
Come home.
Yep.
It's not gonna break it. The ref ain't gonna break it.
Is he
bro.
fading right now?
And looks like
is
he
Humphrey
might be
Jacobs
out.
fading?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mario Vanger.
That's it. Mario Vanger has pulled it
Wow.
off.
Humphrey passed out. He didn't even tap.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, the championship
Just
is
too much
now
for him.
sugar-free.
#1 fat boy in the front row.
We are in the sugar-free era.
And he took advantage. It was the veteran advantage. He knew Humphrey had the
That crowd was electric for that main event.
Yes, it was.
That was unreal.
Checking in. What's up, dude?
Right.
Like I predicted, gentlemen.
These 2, they left it all in the ring tonight. You can tell him walking around. He's hurting, but he is on top of the world right now. The Rocky Mountain Pro champion.
Hey, look, Humphrey woke up.
For Mario Vanger, 2 grueling matches
Now
back
it
to
looks
back.
to me like Humphrey Jacobs. We got a little bit of a sore loser here. I see him lurking behind the champion. Now wait a minute.
Oh,
Really?
handshake.
That surprises
Oh,
me.
very
a
good.
little
We
coming
like
from
that.
Mario Vanger.
All right, yeah. Much
Is he
respect
turning
right
a new
there.
leaf here?
I don't know. I think that was the
Much
absolute
respect.
for the rookie, man. 4 months in, Humphrey Jacobs gave him a hell of a fight.
I love that name,
think
Humphrey
Mario did the
Jacobs.
right thing. He showed the
He
young
wrestled
kid
an
a little
awesome
bit of
match.
respect.
You know,
That
we
was a
should be
great
proud.
Not just
This is
Humphrey
Oh, look at
Jacobs,
his chest. It
Jacobs
looks like
from
hamburger.
right now as far as champions go. He is on top of the mountain. And I think I'm proud to call him champion. I'm just going to go out and say it.
He deserves it, Rob. He climbed the mountain. He's been at Rocky Mountain Pro for a long time.
He
He's
is a
paid his
mountain.
dues
Look at him.
Up and
Yeah.
down the road. We know the story.
A mountain
He's
that has
earned
no
that
sugar.
title.
I think we can say this is the first of
Mount
many
Fructose.
championship opportunities
Oh,
for
Mount
Humphrey Jacobs as
NutraSweet.
well to come.
There you go.
Absolutely. He is definitely one of the
Well,
fastest
aspartame.
rising stars.
How does it feel?
Miss TV announcer, look at what I got. One thing I promise you. If you wanna, with this, I'm on top of the mountain. Now, I can elevate pro wrestling and de-elevate the fat boys' insulin levels. Another thing I promise you, from tonight on, if you want to see the champ and you're in the Rocky Mountain region, shut up, fat boy. That's the only place you will have to see me. I won't be nowhere else except here. Nevermore.
Nevermore.
I gotta give him respect. He's competition. He came out of the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy faster than anyone, and he's on top. But I'm more on top at the moment. But I gotta give him respect. Let me take something out of Humphrey Jacobs' playbook over here. Back in the days, they used to. Today, they don't make any more professional wrestlers. They don't make them anymore. They don't make any more. Like, Pistol Pete, the red-haired shooter, Ric Flair, all the way to Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. They don't make them anymore until today.
And there you have it. It is a sugar-free championship. He mentioned it. He's on top of the mountain. We got a tables match. Best of 3 out of 5 tables match. That is next.
It's a sugar-free era.
Like I said, they didn't get him a celebratory cake.
Oh, boys. Here we go.
Mario Vanger is a gift
There's been a war happening for the last
to all wrestling fans.
6 years. I said to the world that this company wasn't big enough for a Matt Yaden and a hoodlum. And I wish you would have listened to me. Because for the last 6 years, I've had the pleasure, honestly, of watching you deteriorate into what you are now. And all you are now is a sad, fat, old man who wants credit for everything that he did not do. And we've had our problems. We went back, and we went forth, over and over again, over 6 years. I built this company. Did you hear what I said? I said that I built this company. I built this school. The Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy that you want to take from me. So what I'm going to take away from you, Matt, is something that you will never, ever, ever get back. I'm going to take away your name. And when I take away your name, not JC, nobody is going to be able to give this back to you. You can tell me I'm a shell of the man that I used to be, but the second you bring my daughter into it, now it's real! Now it's real! And I'm gonna put you through every single one of those tables! Matt, take your soul. It's personal now. It isn't just about the school. It's about stamping out somebody who doesn't belong!
Who's got the background noise?
What noise? I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
I was on mute, so it's not me.
Is it eyes? Is eyes' screen going green?
Right now it is. The outer edge.
Yeah, there's definitely some background noises going on.
Hang on.
Yeah, Yaden hears it. It's not just me. Lost there, we're not frozen. We just paused it. We're trying to get rid of the background noise. Titus is saying he thinks it's eyes.
I legit have nothing on but the light.
Hold on, folks. It is eyes. Eyes' screen is going green.
I have nothing touching it. I can mute myself. I don't know.
Mute it for a sec. Yep, that was eyes. Yep.
I'll stay muted the whole time.
All right. Let's pop this back. All right. For everybody on YouTube, if you haven't liked the video, please like the video. Make sure you subscribe to Rocky Mountain Pro. Subscribe to Rocky Mountain Pro and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any Dudes and Belts live show or charged episodes or live ignition shows during the week. You'll get a notification sent to your phone to let you guys know that we're live. Also on Twitch, you should probably move over to YouTube. It's hopping over here on YouTube right now. So come over to YouTube and hang out with the rest of the crew over here and do the same thing. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. All right, let's start this match here.
Yes. This is it. It's for all the sugar.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a best of 5 table match.
I love me some tables.
For everybody on Twitch, is youtube.com/Rocky Mountain Pro. I forgot to add that.
Well, here we go, boys. You got that grin on your face. You got that I told you so ready in the bag.
My face because listen, let's call a spade a spade. Look at the shape that Matt Yaden is in, and no disrespect to Matt Yaden. He hasn't wrestled in a very long time. He hasn't wrestled because he took on the responsibility of running his company. I warned Matt. There were many private conversations where I said, bro, Hoodie's been in there every week. This is what he does for a living. You better think twice before you get in a match with him. Obviously, he didn't listen to my advice.
Vince, this isn't the normal type of match, though. There is so much more on the line, and Matt Yaden knows that. I think that's going to fuel him in this type of match.
Well, I don't
Look at Yaden. He is ready. He is in means business right here.
Yaden is always super focused.
That's right.
Hold up, we're losing the internet right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
I have it paused. Hopefully it's just a spike. It's been good all night.
Back it up about like 15 or 20 seconds.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Let it just play a little bit from where it already was. Maybe it'll load in.
Sorry, folks. We're currently losing the net right now. We're getting some lag spikes here. I don't want you to miss anything.
Yeah, Lucas, seems like Vince just kind of says whatever the hell is on the top of his head at the moment, whether it makes sense or not.
No filter.
That last match, you got to take advantage of title matches whenever you can get them. They don't come around very much. 8 seconds later, forget about kicking him in the stomach. I'd kick him in the groin.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So for the next 30 seconds to a minute, as the net kind of levels out here, because it looks like it's stable again. Oh, maybe not. I spoke too soon. Going through some lag spikes here. While we wait for this to cool off, for all you new people in Rocky Mountain Pro's YouTube channel, what do you guys think about this? How are you guys feeling? And who are you rooting for? because the new people haven't seen it yet.
Right. For everybody that knows, please don't say anything, because a lot of us, including the dudes here, we don't know. This is cool to be watching, and it's actually explaining a lot of things, a lot of the character stuff, a lot of the reasons why Titus and Yaden had the history like we heard, but we hadn't seen a lot of it. Here it is now. This is big. So if you know, please kind of chill. But like, this is a cool experience seeing all of this, because these were big, important people with big, important stories right now. It explains a few things. And I love me a damn tables match. So here we go.
I love tables matches.
3 out of 5, please. As many as you can bring in the ring. Thank you very much. Or out of the ring is fine too. Completely out of the ring.
Yeah, in this match, do they have to go through in the ring for it to count, or is it anywhere?
Oh, we are losing the net here.
I would think anywhere. I'd hope anywhere. Take him up to a damn t-shirt table out by where Mr. Fourth Row would have been and put him through the merch table. That'd count. A lot of t-shirts would end up on the floor. That would kind of suck. Whoever did it would owe somebody a few bucks.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Oh. T-Hort with a good one. Oh, that was like some DeLorean tire burn right there. It's like Hoodie's chances are as slim as Titus's hairline. That's a good one. That's solid. That's solid. Not gonna lie, I'm rooting for Yaden in this match. Definitely rooting for
Me
Yaden.
too. Absolutely.
Yeah. Hoodie looks like he would look way better going through more tables. Mercury's flow would get like in his eyes and stuff, and it would block the whole visual. Nah, I think Hoodie's got the bandana on and stuff like that. He can go through a bunch of them, and we can see how much they hurt. That'd be great.
Oh, we're still struggling here. No shot this happens during the main event.
At least it's not like mid-match.
This is true.
That's a good point.
Yeah. All about silver linings.
Come on. Can you have a hairline with no hair?
There was one at one point.
Again, folks, we're just waiting on the net to kind of mellow out. We'll go and do some serious crap over here right now. I don't want to start this big match and have it buffering and looking like crap, so
I'm going to use this to take a step away. I'll be back.
Yeah, if you guys need to go to the bathroom or anything,
now's a good time.
Now's a good time. As a matter of fact, let's get the dude.
Shut Up Joe just doesn't have the same ring to it. No, you're right. Shut Up Jet just sounds way easier.
Yeah, it really does.
Rolls off the tongue a whole lot easier. Yeah, it does.
All right, it's been a solid minute, so we'll give it another minute, and hopefully everything's gonna work out here.
What is the feed all choppy and everything?
No, it's the kilobits or whatever. It's fluctuating. We hit 0 like 5 times.
Oof.
Yeah, but we're in the green right now.
A good place to be.
All right. Psycho Jet.
Nah, we're not. No, it can't be.
No, we're not. We're not doing that.
Ned Nylander with the $2 super chat saying, "Let's go internet."
Yeah.
Let's go internet.
All right.
Say to the internet, please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Johnny, you started that chant at the AEW show we went to, didn't you? Was it please don't die or
no?
We all went to the AEW show in Boston.
No, it was.
What did you start?
Fight
Forever,
he's dead
I
shit. Think. Oh yeah, no, that's right.
It was when Jericho said shit in his promo, And Johnny was the first guy in the arena of like 10,000 people to go, he said shit. And then just everybody especially the little kids, they picked it up quick.
As they do.
All the moms and dads looking down like, all right, whatever. I'll let you get away. All right, there, fine.
Hence why the Dudes and Belts are not very good role models to underage kids.
No, it's garbage. We have fantastic role.
We're amazing role models. Thank you.
In the wrestling way, we have fantastic role models. They're just words. When you use them at other people, it's different. If you're Jericho and you're using a wrestling promo, I'm letting my kid chant, he said shit. That's fine.
Did Sunday go to the bathroom?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to give this a go. You've been good for a good 3 minutes.
It's still in the intros, too. He'll be back.
Yeah.
He'll be back. Yes.
Let's do it.
Good super chat by Ned Nylander. Got the internet going.
Agreed.
Thank you, Ned.
All right. Let's go, internet.
From Golden, Colorado, weighing in at 255 pounds, please welcome Mercury, Matt Yaden!
Well, here
I
we go,
love
boys. You
this
got that
ring
grin on your
announcer.
face.
This
You got
dude's
that
the
I
man.
told you so ready in the bag.
I mean, he's good. He's no Arias.
No, but in his own way, he's a great ring.
Yes, very much so.
Everything into that microphone.
I do agree.
He gives a great intro.
Of running his company. I warned Matt.
Arias has that flavor. He just has that flavor about how he does it that just adds a degree. So good.
Twice before you get in the match with him. Obviously, he didn't listen to my advice.
Vince, this isn't the normal type of match, though. There is so much more on the line, and Matt Yaden knows that.
Yaden is ready.
I think that's going to fuel him in this type of match.
Well, I don't, John. He's thinking with his heart. He's not thinking with his head. That could be dangerous.
Wicked Woody? Really?
What is happening? Wicked
He said
Woody?
that was his name. I think I remember them saying his name was it really Wicked Woody?
Titus.
Uh-oh,
Now,
there's a
just
different element to this
looking
match.
At the ring entrances, pretty confident, pretty not in a hurry. Matt Yaden, back and forth. You could see the nerves. You could see the nerves about to spill out of him. Hoodie's ready. He's got the game face on. He's been looking forward to this match for a long time. Guys, a long, long history between these two. John, you know it better than either one of us.
A lot of bad
Dude,
blood
Yaden just
between
stole
these two
second right
over
in
the past
Titus's
week, but
face.
They used to be former tag partners, and now so much on the line in this type of match, and that baseball slide by Mercury Yaden just
Wicked
took
Woody,
out
that
Hoodlum.
is awesome. That was his
He
name.
wasn't
That's
waiting.
awesome.
He's ready to go, boys. He's gonna fight until he can't fight anymore, and I think.
Listen, I'm not saying Matt Yaden's a stupid guy. He knows what he has to do, and he knows he had to come out of the chute and get all over Hoodie. But let me tell you something, guys. Again, the shape that both
Hey, get
of
out of the
these
way,
guys
kid.
are in, the longer the match goes, you watch Hoodlum take control of this
That young
match.
lady's in a bad
I wouldn't
spot.
be surprised if it were 3 straight tables.
I mean, best of 5 tables match. It's going to go on for a little bit, and that has to favor Hoodlum, which is what you have mentioned, Vince.
All right, there we go.
I just said that, bro. I just said that, John.
Matt Yaden, he's probably going to get winded pretty quickly as a result of this match.
He just said that, John.
He's winded already, bro. Look at him. Look, do you see him heaving, bro? He's heaving like a hippopotamus in heat, bro. Come on now. He's in there
Excuse me, what?
One of not only the best in the company.
Them were words that went together no other time in human history.
Well, the boss looks confident at this
What
point
the
as
hell?
he's got Hoodie down on the ground.
Even like a hippopotamus.
Okay.
That's a T-shirt.
Yeah,
In heat.
Christmas.
I'd buy that one.
Oh, huge
What a line.
Listen, I never said Matt's not a
What a
power
line.
guy. The guy's a powerhouse. The guy's strong. The guy would kick my butt. No question about it. But this isn't about strength. This is about finesse. This is about conditioning. And there's Matt getting out the first table. Smart move, bro. Get one
And here
under your
comes
belt
the
while you
lumber.
can.
Try to build that momentum as
Titus Machiavelli, he's sitting there watching at ringside.
Matt's daughter is alongside Titus right there, cheering her father on. You got to wonder what's going through her head right now watching this type of match, and you wonder what she's going to think if she sees Matt go through a table.
She's thinking about, is Daddy going to be okay to buy me ice cream after the match? Let me tell you something, JC. No, Daddy's not going to be okay. You better make other plans.
Boy, you're just really digging deep tonight there, ain't you?
You know, because Matt's
Wow,
gotten
Vince
on my
Russo's a
nerves,
freaking
bro,
wicked
the last
Woody,
couple
isn't he?
Weeks. You know, he gave me his word. I'm the boss of the company. I'm no
Giving Yaden
longer
the
a
business
wrestler.
right here.
I want to work with you, Vince, and here we are, bro. What, a month in, the guy's involved in a tables match. I shouldn't be upset, Rob.
No, I guess you should. You should.
Look, Rob, I shouldn't be upset. The guy gave me his word, bro. Look at him. Look at him. Does that look like a boss to you, bro?
Major kick there by Hoodlum. Leaves Matt Yaden on the table, and his Hoodlum, he might be going for some sort of high acrobatic move to send Yaden through that first table.
No, sir, he took too long.
Yaden struggling. Oh!
There's one.
Through the table.
I don't think that
did
table
not break,
broke,
though.
bro. I don't think that table broke.
That does not
that
count.
Counts as one.
No.
That doesn't
Don't
count.
be jumping a gun there,
It
Big
shouldn't.
Rob.
Yeah, it's gonna it's gonna break the
You're right,
top
it did
of,
not
you know,
break.
the flat part.
That table is still in the game,
Just set it up in the corner and spear him through it. That'll
That's
work.
a strong table.
It
That's
is
a
strong.
Russo's table.
That's a
You can suplex him through it at the angle like that too.
That'll work too.
My great
Mercury
grandmother
rising
so
right through it, you know,
that
something like that.
Break the table.
But he's going for it again, bro.
Let's see if he can break it this time.
Oh yeah, good night. Yeah, there's one. I love that sound. Oh, beautiful sound.
Bro, we got a long way to go, bro, and I hope he's got a little something left in the tank.
Yeah, that's the
Those
goal.
tables got some meat on them.
Right now. Hopefully he gets a
Those
time
are
to catch
thick
a breather
tables.
like
They're the
Hoodlum does
banquet
the same.
tables.
Yeah, Matt Yaden is down. But Hoodlum looks like he might be trying to get out of the ring right now to buy himself some time. Matt Yaden, I wonder if he's going to try to get table number two out of the way as quickly as he can.
You know, if he's smart, he does. Titus looks a bit nervous.
And he's got nothing to be nervous about. That's one table, bro. He's still got to put him through two more. Do you actually believe Matt Yaden is going to put Hoodlum through 3 tables? I don't.
I guess
He's
the
already
odds aren't
winning
in his
1-0.
favor necessarily, but
Complete
I guarantee
lack
you
of
he's gonna
faith.
do whatever it takes to not lose
Oh!
his Pro Wrestling Academy tonight.
But
Trash
excess
can
of
lid
trash
to the
can lid.
Top of the head.
Plenty of excess.
The brains of Hoodlum.
Forget the trash cans. Grab a table. Get him while he's down. 2 more to go, boss. Let's do it.
Hey, bro, you're supposed to be calling this down the middle. What two, boss, do 2 more, let's do it.
Listen.
We're supposed to be
these boys are gonna be sore.
Down the middle.
You haven't called anything down the middle. The whole night.
Are you guys hearing this,
Steven
by the way?
Ashburn, that was your guy. You wanted to do
Oh
it.
yeah.
There's different rules for different people. I understand.
Game smashing with the 199 super chat. This match was absolutely amazing.
Yes. We've only just begun.
Let's look at the psychology.
We've only just begun
The longer Hoodlum stays in the match, the more
We're gonna have to have a karaoke night on the Dudes and Belts one of these days.
And you said it a couple seconds ago.
I'm in. I get the Humpty dance, and we didn't start the fire.
Trash can ain't gonna put Hoodie through a table.
No.
Those are my
You
go-to.
guys need to get that other table in the
We
ring
didn't
at
start
this
the
point.
fire.
Get to
Is
the second
one of my
floor.
go-tos also. You know all the words?
Absolutely.
That's impressive. Oh my goodness, that was
Yaden probably remembers less words now than he did before.
Oh my God, that was effective.
Or he doesn't have the teeth to pronunciate some of them.
Titus throws the lid into the ring, and we were wondering about some sort of maybe outside interference from the 4-Point Cartel, as they know what's at stake as well in this match.
Hey, go outside, get a table. You see that? That's what I'm talking about, bro. No showboating, taking care of business.
Sweet Caroline's a good one, Titus.
Yeah. I like Turn the Page. Whether you
Metallica
do
or Bob Seger?
either one.
Fair.
Don't get you, Rob.
I prefer Metallica myself.
I prefer that version, but yeah, it's a little different ways to do it.
Fact.
Real American by Rick Danger.
And it's
Or Rick Derringer.
Derringer, yeah. How about the Fresh Prince theme?
Hoodie right there, bro.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah,
I could do that. I like that.
At this point, he looks
That's
pretty
what. That's when you're already more than a few beers deep.
Yeah.
At a karaoke bar.
And anybody that's been a fan of like any type of '90s rap can do Biggie's Juicy.
All right. We'll dedicate a membership-only live stream for Dudes and Belts karaoke.
Oh Jesus! All right,
Taking
fine.
it to Yaden. Where did he set up that
That'll
table?
be
Is it
after
out
the
in middle of
OnlyFans
crowd?
comes up, right?
Correct.
Hashtag we're still waiting.
You'll be waiting until probably June.
I don't want Matt
It's
Yaden
all
to
right.
get hurt.
If not July.
I told him I didn't want him to
I
get
gotta
hurt.
get down
He's
there.
got nobody to blame
We should do
himself
lip sync
for
battle.
what's
It would be
going on
funnier.
right now. And bro, let's not
It'd be way
forget, bro,
funnier.
I'm
he's gonna lose his
in.
school.
I want to do lip sync battle. It's better than us singing it. I want to do lip sync battle.
Yeah, we'll sing it, but you got to get us auto-tuned.
I'm signing up. And I'm gonna make him give me half
Last
price on
comment, and we'll be quiet.
because I'm Vince
Triple
Russo.
I gets shaken off by Tay Tay.
Yeah, why not free? Do you have a
He'd
shirt
do
on
it. There it is.
so? Give me my money.
All right. This is a big-
Meanwhile, while we were talking about dudes and tunes, or tunes and belts, that was tunes and
This
belts
is definitely
discussion
taking a turn
right there.
for some craziness here
These
in
guys
the
got a
crowd.
table set up outside.
Hoodie's tuning up
Yaden.
Yaden.
Somebody get a spotlight over there, bro. What am I, a freaking beagle over here that
Oh,
I
he
could see in
ducked
the
it.
dark?
No, he's ducking it.
Where are they, bro?
There you go.
Hard to tell right now. Looks like Yaden
Oh, that'll
was giving
change your face.
Hoodlum some shots.
There's a hell of a
Hoodlum
forearm.
dazed.
I'm
You see
with
the
Russo.
table
Turn
right
the
next
lights
to him,
on.
though.
Hashtag
Bro,
we're
you
still
can
waiting.
see that, John?
I
What are you,
can't.
an owl?
I
In
got
honor of what
Vince.
Yaden's going
I
to do to
got
Hoodie in
LASIK
this
and I can't
match,
see
Marky should
anything.
do no Vaseline.
Oh. It looked like,
I don't think I know
it
that
looked
one.
like Yaden was trying to maybe powerbomb Hoodlum through that table.
Can we get
Another
Woody
good
on
That
one.
sounds
a
like a
lamp
Tool
or something
song.
here?
Where's the crowd?
Another
with
good
their
one is
silver-
Adam Sandler's medium pace.
Light it up.
Or piece of shit car.
I could do piece of shit guy.
Might be trying to regain his composure.
I mean, in the crowd,
Tunes
though,
and belts
it's
is
anybody's
greater
ball
than
game in the
nudes and
crowd.
belts.
The
Yes.
one thing Matt Yaden
By far,
does for
100%.
Hoodie at
tunes and
this
belts
point,
is way
that
better.
could change right
They
now.
are. They're
see.
they're making
They're
good
climbing the wall,
utilization of
Going up the
everything
stands,
here.
Actually,
This is
That's
not
that
good.
cage of doom.
and we know the table is right down to the left of where they're brawling at right now.
These
The guy
fans
from
are
HR
excited. They got
Nightmare
the
went
phones
off
out.
of
They are
this.
taping Rocky Mountain Pro here
And Yaden
live
had
at the
no
quarry.
F's to give about
This
it.
is electric in the quarry right now.
What makes Hoodie
You can
think it'd be
kinda
any
just feel
different
the
up there?
tension in the room right now. I think everybody knows what's at stake in this match. As we see, looks like Hoodlum is climbing that
That little girl's going to become a wrestler after
steel
this match.
fencing.
You see the smile on her face?
I don't think
Did
I've
you
ever
see the
seen
smile on her
squint this
face?
much,
Yeah.
Russo.
It's awesome.
Can you see him now?
I'm seeing Hoodlum up there,
Cage
bro.
of Doom.
I don't know how
Cage
I'm
of
missing
Doom.
Yaden.
There he is.
Cage
There it
of
is.
Doom.
Okay, now we're in the cage brawling. This I could see now. Okay. Yeah, you're shooting me the lights. Put the lights on the cage. I don't want to see the lights. Put the lights on the cage. Thank you.
They're listening in the truck out back, that's for sure. The boss is fired up. Somebody's going to that table. Money on who right now? Who's it going to be?
Hoodie says, not me.
That really is the cage of doom. There's like no room.
That
there.
is the damn cage
Looks
of
like
doom,
Hoodlum
man.
is climbing that
Where do you
balcony
go from
area.
there?
He's on that railing, it appears.
This is dangerous. We've seen this uncharged before. Both of them up in that corner
Call it
cage.
the crow's nest,
Someone's
yeah.
going down all the way down, and this is not going to be pretty.
That corner cage is where Jason Jackson took that spill through that table. I wonder if history's going to repeat itself this time.
That's
for
right, his
Hoodlum.
name was Jackson.
Well, Matt Yaden has a track record of throwing people from the top through a table.
Both men looks. Oh, there goes Hoodlum.
Oh, now that I saw, gentlemen. That I saw.
Hey, can you help me out here? What's the score at this point, Mr. Russo?
Well, listen,
I think
Titus is
Titus
having a
can't
heart
bear
attack.
it. Look at him. Oh, my God.
On the part of
Titus is
Yaden,
having a
Titus
bad
tried
one.
Hoodie.
This is
That
not
may not count. We're going to have to get the referee.
good.
Now, Rob, refresh my memory, but didn't Vince say that Yaden was going to go through that second
John,
table?
don't be a wise
He
guy.
also said it'd be 3 and out. Hoodlum at this point.
And I also said, what else did I say?
No,
Rob?
Jen, it's
The
2-0.
longer the match
Yaden.
goes on, the more Yaden wears himself out. Did I not say that?
You did. It's the only
Okay,
thing right you've
thank
said
you.
so far this match.
Now
as a
somebody
matter
get
of
me a
fact.
flashlight.
Titus is looking nervous. We had the shot on him a second ago. That's 2 tables that he didn't think he'd have to worry about.
Bro, where the hell are you seeing Titus? I can't even see the 2 competitors out there.
He was there. He's big and white and fluffy. He stands out.
You sure that wasn't Yaden?
White and fluffy?
Yaden's hiding at this point, I think.
What
They're both look like they're taking some time to recoup.
Now the question is Hoodlum alive down there someplace?
Look, Hoodlum is going to have to rally and throw Yaden through 3 tables. Is he capable of pulling something like that off after going through 2 already?
Absolutely he is. The bottom line is he could come back at any point in time now. But Matt Yaden is not going to lose his school without a fight, and we've seen it tonight.
And let me tell you something. This is the one chance, I'll give you this. This is the one chance Matt has to win this fight. Hoodlum is near death right now. You know that tank is getting close to eat it for Yaden. This is where he's got to
but when Hoodlum gets back against the wall, he's most dangerous.
Through that 3rd table, or I'm telling you, the tide could turn in this thing real quick.
This will be the toughest one for Yaden to get Hoodlum through, is that last one, that clinching one. Does he have enough left?
Listen, John, he's selling to the crowd. This is what I'm telling you with Matt Yaden. The showboat, posing to the crowd, posing to the hard camera. Every second he's losing here, bro. Look at Hoodie, down, getting his breath, getting his composure. Well, he better find the table quick.
Oh, he's got one.
I do agree with most of what you just said. I'll give you that.
Well,
I do too.
So, and you're not.
You know, sun shines on a dog's butt every now and again there, huh, fella?
Just insult me.
No. I would never do that.
This is it, bro. This is the opportunity. I'll give you that, bro. This is the opportunity.
Table number 3, he's got to put it through right now.
Hoodlum is still down. And Yaden taking his time to get into the ring, though. What is he doing with the table? Is he going to set it in the ring, outside the ring?
Looks like he's going to
You got an idea real quick.
Is what I'm seeing here.
We see some signs of life with Hoodlum.
That could be dangerous.
Exactly, bro, because
you could tell he was doing one thing.
Get his breath back. This is something that Matt did not want to do. I'm telling you guys.
Pretty much been laying there for about 90 seconds, just catching his breath. He
knows exactly what he's doing. He's playing possum. He's laying down. He knows exactly what he's doing, bro.
Sure, he knows there's some beefy
let's be
tables.
honest, Matt's getting his breath.
Yeah, that's no joke.
That's why he's not.
Those still have those still have the middle bars on the bottom.
Those are the VFW banquet hall tables that you set up for Little League banquets.
Even that time me and you, John, we did that contract signing and you put me through that thing. I took that reinforced thing off. I didn't want to feel that.
Yaden for that, bro.
It's a tables match.
Check out that video on Johnny Deathdrop's YouTube page. That was a thing we did one time.
Too much time.
Yeah, it was a thing. It was done.
That was a thing we did.
Oh no! John, Matt, he's gonna go through the table. 2-1, bro. Oh, that had to hurt. That had to hurt.
He is in serious pain on the outside.
He's holding his ankle too.
He just took too long.
Hey, you got to ask yourself now, what happens?
Broke that table.
That is not good when you can't walk in a tables match.
No, dude, I think he looked like he almost broke his ankle on the way down too. Because that went down funny. He could have got that all caught up in the bars.
Oh, he's in pain.
I know you eat off a lot of them. When's the last time you put a knee through a table?
Maybe a week or two.
I'm a trained professional wrestler, bro. I know what that feels like. Former WCW champion.
Here he goes. How many times are you going to say that?
Those tables were effing heavy, he said.
I said, how long ago did I say turn in the tide? 60 seconds ago. Here we go.
After that last vicious fall through that table, Yaden is definitely feeling that.
Now we got
selling the knee at this point. He is not feeling good right now.
Hoodlum got him back in the ring, but no tables in the ring. And maybe wonder if Hoodlum wants to wear Yaden down some more. But that trash can lid playing the part again. Oh, big shot to the back with that lid.
Yes, Titus, it's 2-1 right now.
Yaden is hurt.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think Hoodlum's faring too well himself right now, but he's got to go get the table.
He's got an opportunity to tie it up right here.
Looks like that's what he is doing, Vince.
Oh.
We know the bad blood between these two.
Pit bulls, bro.
Titus slapped the ever-loving taste out of his mouth.
Back at the ranch, Hoodlum is putting the table in the ring.
planet right off its axis.
Interesting point, fellas. We saw Lanaya getting back
I
up to
feel
his
like
feet as well.
Titus is going to end up getting that receipt at some point, too.
Anymore.
You know, bro, I got to give Yaden credit where credit is due.
Jesus,
Hasn't
tables.
been in the ring in a long time. I'll be honest with you guys. I thought this match would be over by now. He's gone longer than I expected him to go, and hey, who knows, man? At this point, maybe anything.
Because that Hoodlum's also just on Hoodlum's side of things. He went like 10, 12 feet off that railing and through the table, and he's still doing this. I'm not taking anything away from what Yaden did, but just that Hoodlum's still standing after that table.
He's tougher than a banquet steak.
Jesus.
Tough to pick up
Them ones we used to get at the Kids League banquets when we were bowling. Make the state tournament. Oh, there's a straight boot.
Bro, that was about 6 years ago, bro.
So boom!
Table's not broken, bro. Table's not broken. Still in play.
Where are you guys buying these strong tables,
bro?
Oh my cow. The tables
That's what
are
I'm
eat up
saying right
would have
now.
broken
Jesus.
by now. This commentary table would be broken right now.
Would Titus go through this table is the question.
I would go yes, but who could?
Like if there's only supposed to be plywood, you don't have to order redwood tables.
That's not light work.
That's like wicked hard to break, like maple wood and stuff. You don't have to do that.
That table's weak now.
It's supposed to be particle board.
To breaking now.
Bro, I hope
It's like a
he's
bar
not going
top.
off the top.
We know
because all Yaden has to do is roll off that table and he wins the match.
We know Hoodlum
I don't
loves
know
that.
if Hoodie should take this right here, bro.
That elbow drop. Here it is.
Oh!
All he had to do was
Ouch.
move.
Tie
That
game.
was super effective.
Bro,
Yes.
everything is on the line.
didn't
now
even
here,
break.
gentlemen. Two tables,
bent.
everything on the line. Matt Yaden's school, Titus's CEO-ship of Rocky Mount Pro. It's all on the line.
You can see the pain in Matt Yaden's eyes.
Bro, I'm telling you, he did damage through that knee when he went through the second table. I told you guys when he went through the first table.
He's definitely not feeling good at this point. There is pain in his eyes, but there's also aggression. He's not going to lose his school tonight in his mind. He
Can you
can't.
imagine being in a match like this, Rob? I mean, it reminds me of me and Funk back in '76 at the Alamo Dome.
Here he goes.
Man.
I need to go.
Hey, Just Travis Jen over on Twitch. Do you mind plugging in the YouTube link?
Doctor
you
you're
gotta
seeing.
you gotta give the younger, you gotta give the more in shape, right? You gotta give Hoodie the
Get all of our
advantage.
Twitch
But again,
viewers over to
this is
YouTube
a
where it's
tables
popping
match.
over here right
We're
now.
not talking about a pinfall. We're talking about a table. One miscalculation and you can lose this match.
You give him age and advantage, but what about the experience of Mercury Matt Yaden?
Thank you, Jen.
Not to say that Hoodie doesn't have experience on
Oh,
his
there
own.
it is.
What a move
There
by
it is.
Matt Yaden.
Yeah, but does he have the strength now to go get the last table, bro?
He's selling that arm pretty
Who'd
hard.
have thought one of his
It's
biggest
definitely
moves was
taking
just a
advantage
move
of
for
his mind.
space
He knows
in this moment, just to catch his breath and do something. But look at these two on the outside over there.
All the marbles on the line.
Can he get that last table to break, too, by the way? We've seen issues with these tables not breaking.
These are some Costco tables, man.
They freeze them before they brought them out.
Oh, there's
Look at it, it's like a
We were
plastic
wondering about
rebar in the
interference.
wood. Jesus.
Oh, Yaden takes him down, though.
These are some
Vicious
diesel
right hook.
tables.
Look at Titus. He looks about as nervous as you can get.
Trying to find another table.
I thought somebody played a rib on him. It wasn't even the table. I mean, not for anything. But Matt's found the table.
Get it into the ring. Get him to the table. And he's got a chair for good
But
measure.
you got to look at this. You got to look at the energy Matt is putting into just getting the table.
it's
After
taking a
all
lot.
this, we know these tables are not light. Picking up the table, putting it in the ring, setting it up, and what's he doing, John, during all this time?
He's taking his time. He's regaining his composure. He's trying to regain what he had.
Oh!
There's a that might have just eliminated it.
Hey, Jen.
That chair shot's gonna favor Matt Yaden for sure as he's getting that table set up. One table left. Who's going through it?
Bro, what's going through his mind right now, Matt Yaden, knowing what he's a table away from losing the thing he loves the most? What is running through his mind right now?
He's also a table away from getting rid of somebody who he hates the most.
Well, you got to ruin things.
Why do you got to ruin things? Let's just stick to the match here, fella. Hoodie's rested on the side. I think he's playing possum.
Maybe. We've seen both men go through so much in this match, though. Everything has been taken out of them at this point.
I gotta tell you, I gotta give Matt credit. I gotta give Matt credit. Going this long, the duration of this match, still being able to stay toe to toe with Hoodie. Let me just say, I'm not as confident as.
I have to get a table, Jet. You're an idiot.
Rightfully so.
I mean, he was setting it up as he said, "Oh, he's letting him rest."
This could be anybody's
he was
game at this point.
Fixing the table.
Matt is fading quick, yeah.
Oh! No.
That didn't
Just here, have this for a minute.
Chair at him.
Take two of
Hey,
these
hold
and
this.
call me in the morning.
Hold this, yeah.
This is dangerous
Take a
right
seat.
here with him up on the top.
With your face.
At 100 miles an
I
hour.
don't know where these guys are finding it. I mean, I gotta be. I don't know where they're finding it.
It is pure
I'm
adrenaline.
exhausted watching this freaking thing.
All things considered, this is an amazing match. What these two men are going through right now, it's incredible.
All right, John, state the obvious. Okay, now either man can win. Right here, guys. This
They
is
recreated this spot.
Yaden went through first.
At milestone 11 when they wrestled.
I don't think your man is
They
pointing
did that
out.
as
Get
well.
those. He's got the LASIK.
My
we
God.
talked about this earlier. You did not.
Well,
You
wait,
could not
what's
see.
the referee saying? Hold on, wait a minute.
So close.
What's the call, bro? I think Mac.
Is it sit two tie all tie?
Who's laying
Ty
on
goes to the
broken
runner?
table right now?
No way, dude. Mercury was on top, going down.
What?
Well, what is the official call, bro? Everything is on stake here for the entire
Hoodie
company.
is
Make a
literally
call.
laying on the table.
I don't think this one is going to
Right.
referee's
Just
name, bro.
saying.
He's done after this show.
Mercury
Say
was on
something.
top.
I don't
That's
think that last table is going to
Hoodie going
think
through the
Hoodie's
table.
claiming victory.
I don't know how he
Or
can't
set up
see
another
laying
one
in the
and-
pile of wood.
Give him 5 more
That
minutes.
last table did not count.
It looks like he waved it off. This match continues.
Still tied at 2.
What are you talking about? What is it?
Two tie, all
table
tie.
goes to the
All
runner?
right, yeah, exactly. It's like bowling skins.
It should have been the first guy that went through the table, bro. I know they first went through
Whoa.
What a
Right in the
chair
cranioso.
Taking care of business on the outside of the
happened
ring.
now, bro?
This match is continuing.
Are we assuming
Now
this is
Hoodie
over?
goes to sleep.
Who's this
Oh.
dead on the outside? Anaya?
Anaya goes
is
to
this
sleep.
overtime,
That's
bro?
the person who
It's Anaya going to sleep, yeah.
shot to the head.
What if there's no more tables, bro?
We better hope that we bought 6 just in case.
Yaden's got
huh?
a symbol.
Where's this match going?
Looks like we're back into the crowd.
It's spilling out.
Into the
outside
lobby.
now, yeah.
Oh, no.
There's a lot of horse shit out there. Be careful.
Okay, so hopefully somebody will
Royce
find
Isaacs
people
found
on
that
the
out.
outside. There's
Yeah.
some tables right there, bro.
True.
Let's
The
go.
merchandise tables. Better clear the t-shirts off of them before someone gets thrown through them.
I honestly, bro, I don't even know how these guys
They are gonna do it at the merch table.
Honestly, I gotta get
Any
credit to
table
both of
should
these
count.
Unbelievable
Picnic
freaking
table,
athletes, bro. I'm
dinner
exhausted
table,
watching this thing and talking
Changing
about
table in the bathroom.
This
Who
is
knows?
the kind of action you
That
can
should count.
only
We got one
find
here at the bowling alley. That would count.
it. Now
We're
we're going
outside.
so now we got the fans piling
Look at some
out
dog-
to
The
outside
craft
of the arena.
service table.
See what
Look at all the fans.
Another,
Oh, everybody's just like,
shot
why
with
stay
that trash
inside?
can lid.
That's awesome.
Now it's even more dangerous maybe than the tables. They've both gone through 3 tables.
Are you gonna put him through a picnic table?
That should count, man.
What is going on here,
That
bro?
should absolutely count.
You know, you're welcome to go out and join anytime you'd like.
I don't want any part of this. Trust me, I'm a gentleman.
Well,
But you're losing
Merc
your
came to his
ringside-
rescue earlier. He should be out there
I'm
cheering him on.
leaving right now, guys.
Why the hell
I
not?
gotta go see this outside for myself.
Well, there he goes.
Be awesome if there was a restaurant next door and they went through one of the
I knew
booths.
he'd want to be there when Yaden either
Through the
won or
dinner
lost.
table.
Listen, I told you so.
Anyway, yeah.
Not Yaden gets to say I told you so.
To the bar. Does that count?
Where are they?
I have no
This
idea
is
If they go
amazing.
through one of the little pub tables, sure. Like one of them high tables, he
One
breaks the
table
top, sure.
is going to take it all. They've both
Oh,
been
back
put
off,
through
kid.
3 tables tonight.
That's an
Last
angry
one
man
looks to
right
be
there.
Draw, according to the referee, and now we're taking
This is
it
great.
outside.
This is great. Look at
Vince
this.
grabs that spotlight he keeps talking about.
Yeah, that would be helpful, Vince. Where are they going to find another table outside here anyways?
Fans are chatting table. They want that 6th table.
Looks like
There we go. Somebody hooked it up with a light. Now the cell phones. There we go.
He's out there watching this, punch for punch, hit for hit, pulling tables out of nowhere.
We got refs out there giving it a shot anyway.
That's a good point. They might be pointing Hoodlum into the right direction as to where that last table might be at.
And here they go.
Here we go.
Fighting in the crowd.
Hoodlum
Let there
is
be
down on
lights.
the pavement right now.
Yaden is going off of pure adrenaline at this point, John.
That's all it is, Rob. That's all it is.
I don't know how he's still standing.
You got to wonder if his
This is just a straight fight now.
As well as the whole crowd appears to be out there.
Well, she was ringside, man. You know she's out there supporting her dad. Taking it to Hoodlum right
You
there.
see the hatred between these two.
This is crazy.
Oh, look, a table.
Everything they have right now, and there's that table. There it is.
Oh, man. All he's got to do is get him up and through the table, and this thing is over.
Hoodlum with the advantage, it looks like right now. Oh, misses with that shot.
Oh.
Yaden. It looked like Yaden was going to go for
right to the peppers now.
Ding
So
dong.
special right
Solar
there.
system. Oh, the solar
What does he
system.
have in his hands?
Wait, what?
That's lighter fluid.
This is getting serious.
What is he doing? Is he going to pour it on that table, or is he going to pour it on Matt
What is he
Yaden?
doing?
This is insane. Those fans are going to get burned. Oh, man.
Oh, it is going on the table, Rob.
And Yaden is still down from that shot to the lower end. Holy cow.
And he's using the whole can.
Well, to be fair, that stuff evaporates rather quickly if you don't light it quick. But oh yeah.
What's going to happen?
Ladies and gentlemen, no!
Oh, no!
To the table!
Hoodlum is just one.
Oh, Hoodie won the school.
He's got the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy. Are you serious? Through a flaming table?
Can you imagine the heartbreak for Matt Yaden? He just lost his school. His pride. He just lost his
What
school.
happens next week, John? What's happening right now? Mercury Matt Yaden has lost his Pro Wrestling Academy.
And he has third-degree burns on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow, still shocked about what we just saw. Matt Yaden going through that last table.
Look at this, John. The table's on fire, and there he goes. Choke slam through the table.
Jeez.
I don't know how he wasn't
my
on
God.
fire. His heart is broken. His back could be broken.
It's in Pokemon Ground Beats
And
Fire.
there he is. Titus Machiavelli, and of course Hoodlum, winner of the match. Best of 5. That's his wrestling school now. There it is. Holy cow. Where do we go from here? That is heartbreaking, the look in the eyes of Mercury Matt Yaden. He was so close.
He knows what he just lost.
What a match.
Hard to see.
What an event tonight. The whole show. Rocky Mountain Pro charged. What happens next week?
Damn.
And there you have it.
I need a minute for Code Yell. Be right back.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
That was a killer main event. And that's an understatement. Holy everything.
Words.
Word line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those tables, man, were stiff.
Yeah,
They were big beefy tables.
Yeah, I think the tables won the match.
Oh yeah.
The fans
And
won.
the fans, yeah. There's no. I know Hoodlum won that match. Man, that took a part of his soul. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a main event! What a match in general. Oh.
So where we are right now, currently on the Rocky Mountain Rewind, is that Yaden has officially lost the Wrestling Academy, and now Hoodlum has full control over it, and Titus is still CEO.
It's going to be crazy to see what happens next week.
Yeah.
Very much so. All right, D Hort 13. There's more where this came from. If Triple I leaves the stream right now. Oh, he gone. Ouch. Thank you for the $5, D Hort. All right. Ironclad contract. Yep, that still exists. Somebody's net just went out. Perfect timing, too. Oh, no. Actually,
there it is, more money.
There it is. Oh, he's back now.
Oh, well, that's not fair.
He said leaves. He didn't say stay gone.
My internet is very bad right now, so if it acts up again, that might be it for me.
No, like that was actually like perfect timing because D Hoyt just went. There's more where this came from. If Triple I leaves the stream right now, and then you just went dark. It was perfect timing.
Yeah.
Thank you, D Hoyt, for the $5 super chat. Oh God.
Dude, what a piss of show. What a main event. I love me a table match. That was awesome.
That was a stiff tables match.
My goodness, those were serious shots. There was 2 or 3 times they threw each other at the table full bore and didn't move. Just didn't move. My God.
So what we'll do now is I guess we'll talk about it real quick. Give your final thoughts on No Thanksgiving 2016. And then what we'll do is we'll give like an extra 5 or 10 minutes for the members to see if they want to ask us any questions or want to ask any of the talent, RMP talent in chat questions about what they just saw. Or, hell, it could be about food like it was on Thursday. And then we're going to sign off for the evening. So, boys, final thoughts on No Thanksgiving 2016 for your first time watching.
That was a crazy show. Like, that was incredible. It was definitely wild, more wild than we've seen in more recent Rocky Mountain stuff. As I mean, like we saw them go outside in a flaming table.
Yeah,
this was insane. It just shows the gravity of what was on the line, and I can't wait for next Sunday when we see what happens.
Next Sunday, we are not going to be doing the rewind. We're going to be reviewing Never Broken.
Oh, I got to wait longer?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Never Broken coming up this week.
No, I'm pretty sure Yaden is broken after that match.
For a while, I'm sure a lot of people were.
He's actually got a big match coming up on Saturday with Damon Ace for the NRW Championship.
Huge match.
Yes, he does.
Huge match.
Pick your poison. Hoodlum or Ace. God.
Yeah.
I mean,
neither.
But through the years of war, though, that Yaden had with Hoodie, I mean, if I'm Yaden, I'd almost pick Damon Ace because Hoodlum was just a thorn in the side and hit him way more personally. Physically, Ace is imposing and always has been, always will be, but just the amount of thorn inside that Hoodlum was, and then even later in life, friend, but still frenemy kind of sort of through the times. I don't know, man. You pick your poison there, but
yeah, but you got to remember when he was having to deal with Hoodlum right there, he was a lot younger than he is now having to deal with Damon Ace.
Well, okay, we have Ned and Delana Jr. with a $2 super chat for a super show.
Thanks, bro.
Ned. And then we have Echo with 5 gifted Rocky Mountain Pro
just
memberships.
Because. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. So, I'm not going to get into everything that's happening this week in terms of Never Broken and stuff. I'm going to save that for Tuesday when my voice is a little bit better and I don't feel like absolute doo-doo. So,
doo-doo. He said doo-doo.
What I will say is this Tuesday is the Go Home episode of Charge at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time over here on YouTube. All right. You're not going to want to miss that show. And on Thursday, on Ignition, live on YouTube as well, it is the second round of the Grand Prix tournament. And just a little refresher on everything that... Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to have that because I got rid of it, getting it ready for next week. Oops. I could download it real quick. No, that's going to take too long. Do you guys remember the second round matchups real quick off the top of your head? I know we have Echo versus Balaam Lynx.
Yep.
We have Kendrick and
Big Teebs.
Atiba, correct.
Kendrick LaRoe and Atiba.
And then we have Briscoe and Caden.
Yes.
And Bruce Wayne,
And then-
Bruce Wayne for his match.
And then Bruce Wayne's versus Damon Ace.
Yep.
So, out of that second round matchup, and I will have the graphic up on Tuesday for you guys to see. But
those are some bangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot on the line in the second round here.
We have a tag team going at each other in the second round. We have a rematch from Aces Wild in Bruce Wayne's and Damon Ace.
Mm-hmm.
We have both of our rookies from last year stepping up, and they're in big matches here in the second round with Kendrick and Briscoe. Briscoe going up against...
who also have a huge tag team match coming up.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. And JK Pop does, too, and Caden's going to be a part of the second round, so Caden might be a little banged up for Saturday.
Briscoe Crown's been a little bit banged up, too, though. His leg's been hurting. It seems like everybody's just had a target on him. And that leg's been hanging, but he found a way. He's finding ways, man.
We have D-Hort 13. Welcome to Rocky Mountain Pro supporter. I think he just became a supporter. Look at that. Which, by the way, guys, I will mention this. We do have our membership-only live stream just about ready to go and booked. It's either going to be the 19th of this month or the 26th. So that's what we're shooting for. All right. So for all you members who are just becoming members via the gifted membership from Echo or D-Hort or anybody else who has become a member in the month of March, the membership only live stream will be either the 19th or the 26th. You will find out this week which day it is. So
that'll be fun. That's going to be a fun night.
Be a man after party after the stream. Oh, man. All right. 5 minutes. Any members or subscribers over on Twitch have any questions for us before we sign off for the evening? I am excited for the 4 days of Rocky Mountain Pro. I think we all are.
Yeah, it's going to be
absolutely.
I think there's a seminar too on Sunday.
Oh,
goodness.
Oh boy.
Hello, sir.
Grand Prix predictions from Echo as well. You guys have
Of
any
course he wants
predictions?
Yeah, I want Echo to beat Balaam.
It's straightforward. There it is.
Okay.
There you go.
And there you go.
Nothing against Balaam. I love the dude. But Echo, it's Echo's time to shine.
I'm taking Kendrick. Big Kendrick.
That is honestly my most intriguing match that I see, aside from the other storylines. Not so much on Atiba's end. We know what Atiba brings. This is Kendrick's one of his biggest step up moments as an individual, as a young man. I am very curious to see how he deals with somebody like Atiba in the second round. The other matches are going to be fantastic. Briscoe Crown, kind of behind the 8 ball, going in against Caden. I got to pick Caden.
I got Caden win the whole thing. Caden win the whole thing.
Wouldn't put it past. Then there's Damon Ace and Bruce Wayne's.
They're going to take so much out of each other. They're going to take a chunk of each other.
Yeah, but both of those guys are always one move away from a W.
Oh, yeah.
One thing.
Definitely.
Did I hear a hello from the beyond?
Yeah. Oh, wait. It's a voice from our past.
For some reason, my camera is not coming on.
Is that a Titus?
We do have.
It sounds like an evil genius.
Live and in the digital audio. Oh, he flicked for a second and then we lost him. That's all right. He'll be back.
Yeah, I think he's trying to. He can't get his camera to work, and he's trying to sometimes the turn it off, turn it on again thing.
Yeah, it's not going to do it because I haven't streamed in. Well, God only knows. How you guys doing?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there it is.
Hey,
it does work. I'll be damned.
The evil genius himself, live in person. How you doing?
Wait, what? Real quick for D-Hort.
Look at the flow.
Oh,
he does have a flow.
The lettuce. He's got the lettuce.
I can do whatever I want to do. Shave my head, don't shave my head. So there. Anyways, how are you guys doing?
Not bad,
Doing
dude.
well.
Pretty good.
We're chilling, man.
What a hell of a show that was.
Agreed.
Yeah, we're getting a little
Yeah.
bit of insight into the real evil genius of what we didn't know about.
You're scary when you
See a
yell.
little bit of this.
I for a while I had a pretty nice beard. I was repping the beard pretty well, but got rid of that for a while, But this was a great show, and I haven't talked to you guys in forever, and I talked to chat throughout the whole thing. You guys do a great job as always. Love being on YouTube more than on Twitch. It's something that I was asking for a while, and it's the right place to be. More wrestling content here, a lot more opportunities to be found by people, and I'm very excited to see where RMP goes. I think this might be a very big year for RMP. The thing about Rocky Mountain Pro that has been constant is it grows, it plateaus, and then it grows and it plateaus. And I think that we're ready to see a really big grow here in 2023. I'm excited to see what's going on.
So, yes.
I've been away. I haven't seen a lot of what's going on, trying my best to keep up. Needed some time away, and it's good to see you guys. What a great main event. Kudos to Matthew for an effort he put in there. Him and Hoodlum, both just amazing talent. It's why it's the greatest feud in RMP history. And you always say, well, that was the final match. And of course, they had their final match at Colorado Cup a couple years ago, and I don't believe that's their final match either. You just never know with those two. You just never know.
In the realm.
The question I have is
that connection.
Whose phone call do I pick up? Because now Yaden and I are, we've returned to having good relations, and if he called to be in his corner and Hoodlum called to be in his corner, I guess it would be about the digits involved, right? What percentage I'd get from the take.
A wise man once said, everybody's got a price.
Yes. Very wise man.
You'd have to take a lot of factors into consideration. If that happened, I'm sure there'd be a lot to consider.
And it would be big because I am retired. So to get me to unretire to do something, it would cost even more. One of my all-time favorite wrestling stories comes from this event. As we're working our way to the shed that we had the final table. Not saying I knew Hoodlum was doing something, because that would be premeditated, but I had a feeling that if something got kind of crazy. And there's a guy right next to me. I looked to see if it got caught on camera. It did not, thankfully. And he lit up a cigarette. And I looked at him and I said, "Sir, if I were you, I wouldn't light that cigarette up." And you see the whole brouhaha. I, tackled Hoodie and all the pomp and circumstance that followed the match. And as we were heading off to the limo to go to Hoodie's victory party, that gentleman comes up to me and he goes, "I don't like you, but thank you for telling me about the cigarette," and walked away. He was really close too, and I know Hoodie doesn't go, halfway on anything. So he definitely put in quite the flame enhancer.
Oh, there was quite a bit.
There was a lot of it.
Of fluid. Yeah, he used at least half that whole bottle. That table was painted.
Oh my God, it was so. Is that moment of, is this a really good idea?
We're about to find out.
Only one way to
find out. There's no going back now. But I think that that match actually turned out so much better than anyone really had a lot of, didn't have high expectations, because it was kind of done on the fly. I don't know if Yaden's ever told the story. That match was supposed to originally be the very first ever RMP cage match. And unfortunately, the talented crew we had make the cage for us didn't measure the bay door into the building, and the cage that they built did not fit into the quarry.
Oh my God.
And so the last minute decision was to make it something unique. And that all goes to the creative mind of Vince Russo. You can hate Vince or you can love Vince, but you can't take away, he does have a thing about making great moments. And a best of 5 tables match. Have you seen it ever in your life? A tables match like that?
No. And I love me a tables match.
Yeah.
I'd never seen a best out of 5 tables. That meant more tables, and that meant happier Maki. A lot.
A lot of wood. And,
yeah.
Well, I think it's time for me to go back on to...
we were doing so good. Damn it. We were doing so
Don't call it for me, apparently. I've had my eyes fill for the next quarter. Hi, Eyes. How you doing, brother?
Titus.
Welcome back, Titus. Thanks.
Well, like I said, I just wanted to pop in as members, and since Echo is such a good human being, he made me an Echo. It's so funny because I got the email that my Twitch subscription renewed as per usual, and I'm like, oh, and I know that I got a late start into the show, unfortunately, but I'm on Twitch, and I'm like, there's 3 people.
Yeah.
And I send a text message to Johnny. What the hell? 3 people. And he corrected me and told me that, the new hot spot is here on YouTube. So I'm here on YouTube. I've turned off my subscription over there. And once this one needs to be renewed, I'll do it here.
Yes.
So
this is where
great event. I'm glad you guys are doing Rewind again. I think that's fantastic. I love the opportunity to see stuff that we've done over the years. And it's funny, me and Yaden, when we talk, every couple of weeks, it's just, it always ends up with, we've done some crazy shit. And we've done some crazy shit. And it's one of those things that I have come to look fondly on this, the precipice of my 50th year. It is definitely, 10 of those years have been involved around RMP. So it's fun to look back and see those things and be reminded, it's in the old days, you'd have no footage to see. And on most indies, for many, for decades, it's been the same way. But a place like Rocky Mountain Pro that takes production as serious as it does, being able to have this library, what's going to be great is, we got some really talented people there that do such creative video work. As you start talking about putting people in the, more people in the Hall of Fame, there's such a video package that can be done for those people now with all the content that we've created with me and without me, much, just as much without me involved than it was me involved. I mean, Rocky Mountain Pro's been around, quite a while now. It's just awesome to watch this, and I love seeing the old matches popping up on the YouTube. I think that's well due. It should have happened a long time ago. And being able to, let people, who are just one night sitting at home watching YouTube and are looking at wrestling videos, that's something that clicks with them, and they see an old match like this one and go, holy shit, what is that company doing? And then they come in and they get you guys who do such a great thing as the ambassadors for RMP and the wonderful talent that's there. 23 is going to be really cool to watch.
Yes.
All right, I'm long-winded and I'm going to shut up now.
No, we appreciate it, brother. It's good to see you. We're doing our best over here.
Great to see you, Titus.
This is going to be a big year setting up.
Good hearing
Great
your
show
voice.
tonight. I'm so glad you stopped in, dude, to come say a few syllables. Come say hi. Thanks, man.
Well, I appreciate you guys here.
Good to see you.
Chad, it's always good to see everybody. And by the way, it will be, always has been, and always will be Jet. Psycho Joe. Psycho Joe. I could kick his ass. How psycho is he? We all know what I'm capable of. Psycho Joe. Give me a break. Gentlemen, thank you so much. And remember, if you're going to do things, Do it the only way I know how. By any means necessary.
And that is why he is still and always will be the evil genius. It'll never be gone. I respect the reform. He's reformed quite a bit, and he's brought himself back to the more ethical side of things. But there'll always be an evil genius in there. He'll always be there.
Well, it's only proper, since we're doing the rewind, to maybe have a couple of the people from the past pop in every now and then.
Yeah.
That's a pissa idea.
Mhm.
That's a pissa idea.
So.
But that means good idea. That's a good idea. It's a very good idea.
Who knows? Maybe we'll have Mario on one of these days.
I won't drink any Mountain Dew on stream.
I'll drink it.
No,
I think that's a great idea.
no soda on stream, boys. Just waters. Only waters. That's it.
Maki, we'd be doing it like virtually, so he can't do anything to you. I'd be drinking.
Don't care.
I'd be drinking.
Care.
I'd be drinking a soda and eating candy.
He can still yell at you.
No, I'm not.
I can mute him.
Chance. There is a possibility someday.
And then you may never be able to go to Colorado again. Because he'll be waiting for you at the airport.
There's a possibility somewhere down the line I could potentially referee a match that he may be in one of these years, and he'll be like, "You were the guy with the duel. I hate fructose," and he just punches me out and lays me out, and I'm not dealing with that.
All right.
I see him riding that giant horse at the airport.
Really quick. It is very late for us over here on the East Coast. There is a question or two that we still have to get to before we sign off for tonight. How Dylan goes, only one question. How are all the dudes tonight?
Wicked.
Alive.
Dudes are good.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. On this last Sunday,
God.
started, I woke up. No, I'm just kidding.
Mute him.
We don't have all that.
Mute that man. Mute that man.
Yes, we do not have time for that. We'll save that for next week, and we're doing the review show.
Oh boy.
Which, yes.
Oh wow, it is almost midnight. It is.
Yes.
Yeah. Italian Ice Time coming up.
As I was saying, Never Broken this Saturday, and on Sunday it's not going to be the rewind. It's going to be a special episode of the Dudes and Belts Recharge post show for the review of Never Broken. So that's what's on tap next Sunday. Then obviously Reignited, Recharge, same time, same place. Recharge at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Reignited at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Yes.
All right. Lucifer. You guys know about that horse, right? That's what Just Your Average Jen posted.
Yeah, its eyes glow red at night.
All right.
I don't know what that is. Is that like the devil's horse or something?
No, that's the horse the giant horse when you come in from the airport and you're leaving the airport. If you go by it at night, the eyes glow red at night. It's creepy.
Oh no, I don't think I noticed that.
Yeah.
No.
All right. I don't think I see any more questions for any members over on YouTube or Twitch.
The devil donkey.
So we are going to take this moment and we are going to sign off for the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed No Thanksgiving 2016. Our next rewind date is either going to be the 19th or the 26th, depending on what day our membership only live stream will be. That will be the next rewind day. Other than that, folks, on YouTube specifically, because we're going to sign you guys off first. For myself, Johnny Deathdrop, Coastal Crusader, Marky Pins, the Sunday Night Savior, and Triple I. We will see you guys on Tuesday for another episode of Dudes and Belts Recharge right after the Go Home episode of Charge at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. As always, folks, stay safe, stay classy, and see you on the next one.